B executions, expect flameZ and MagnaJess to be hand in hand breaking into bomb sites.
Well, let's get this show restarted. It's Vitality versus BetBoom with Dinko and Moses.
Well, we've gotten to the next level of Vitality dominance when Freya stops asking if they're going to beat Vitality and just starts asking, can they beat them on a single map in this series? Will we see 3 maps? Is Vitality that good? That's the question we're all asking these days.
And it's a very fair question. I would side with Jacob in terms of if there was a shot at seeing BetBoom win it, it would be at this tournament, right, where we've seen Vitality at the last event drop a map to Foot, and we know they've been having a vacation, but I don't believe it, really. I can see it, but I just feel like Vitality should be winning this series 2-0 today. They're going to be charging straight through middle. Boomich going to be waiting in behind the camera smoke. Hearing a lot of steps as they get in towards the temple. And they're going to have to deal with 2 defenders of this B side. But the util's in, so that really limits the positions they can play and also limits the team play that's available. Apex lurking, but MagnaJess stepping up and taking 2 headshots away.
Yeah, coming right out of the smoke, but the bomb is still at temple. It can be recovered still. I don't know if it's realized by BetBoom quite yet that it's there. And this turns into a slow lurky round. And now you got to talk about that communication between players with a stand-in situation. Rop's waiting patiently, sees the shoulder, immediate gush, immediate kill. Good trade from Siren, but then the next player steps up. You never expected Apex to still be there, and the B-bomb site is open. Vitality, just like life, they always find a way.
They do find a way. Well, let's see if MagnaJess can find a way. A 1v2. It's got 2 in the round so far. Needing to double that.
Tap the bomb to see if you're going to force any kind of presence, any kind of sound cue. Apex now going to confidently place the bomb as flameZ covers him.
Yeah. We've seen Apex and flameZ eating good recently. Let's see if they can feast on this pistol win. So MagnaJess goes on top. And he's looking to step out into the open. Glock up first, Apex down and swings out towards flameZ, who just about wins that one. A little bit of relief for Apex, so that round goes in favor of Vitality at the end.
Yeah, small mistake from Apex, not realizing that flameZ's tucked along the wall and isn't wide enough to prevent that kind of a peek. So I'm almost putting them together, but a great trade from flameZ. Great trades into the bomb site, and a good job from Vitality pausing with strong map control positions despite losing these 2 players. MagnaJess plays that so well coming out of the smoke. Does a great job, but clutch goes against him. 1-0 for Vitality. Yeah, I mean, we've been watching for the past 2 weeks, it feels, I mean, just the one game here in Atlanta, but back in Fort Worth, it feels like Vitality has just been beating teams playing like their C game, you know, for the most part. So we can have the conversation around them not practicing, looking rough around the edges, but every team they've played against recently, it feels like, you know, even the C game can't be matched.
And they won their BC game yesterday. We've got Rob stepping in towards A main. He's popped that shot. I was right there, man. It was right there.
It was hanging.
Boomich, little CZ going out, dying. flameZ able to take him away, and MagnaJess sending 1 shot back with a FAMAS. So, okay, MagnaJess making this one interesting. Still a long way off getting back in for the total round victory, but you're hoping flameZ can come in a little bit later here and actually take Apex down distracted. So once again, flameZ is asked to clutch up and deliver here for Vitality. He's taking damage, he's spamming away, and oh, flameZ coming close, but Zorte able to come away with it here on the FAMAS. So it's going to be 1-1. BetBoom actually getting in the fight early, getting in the brawl.
I think that's the one where I'll notice a little bit rougher around the edges. That's where I can point to that a little bit. I feel like Apex got into that like cutesy little nade game, just dropping the HE grenade, chucking a flash in. Nades being exchanged as well. Throws a Molotov, but no cares in the world, and that flank is just wide open the whole time. It's maybe a little bit of slippage in of focus, or not realizing it was going to be that dangerous that early on. Either way, a nice win and a rebuttal in round 2 for BetBoom. And I guess this is a conversation you have to kind of have in a way, is like, yeah, Vitality's played like their C game for a lot of these, but most of their games, especially once they get into the playoffs, we see them at some point snap into that A game, right? Like, they'll play like a C game for like 15 rounds, and then you see them kind of break in, and it all comes together, and then it's like, oh God, they're here. That ability is just too crazy to overcome. I don't see a world in which you're going to be able to handle them. So if BetBoom, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I think the best way you win this is if you grab early lead and momentum, and you just have to knock them out quickly. Like, if you let them linger in too long, it's just going to be a problem.
Yeah, it feels like underdogs always make one crucial mistake on a map, and then that's it.
Losing against a low buy, you know, losing a 4v5, losing a 5v3 or something.
BC game is like they were starting to get into the Mirage, and then Electronic just turned off his brain and jumped out window.
Yeah,
and
they
died,
went
and
around with Glocks, essentially.
Glocks won, yeah.
Yeah, it's like those kinds of things. And every time there's that, like, Vitality's so resilient to those mistakes when they make them, and other teams don't have that same resilience built up across lifting every single trophy in the world over 2 years. So, you know, one of those situations, those classic situations.
Yeah, well, they've got a decent enough purchase here, Vitality, all things considered. You've got an AK in Saiwu's hands, which means there's always a shot at winning this round. And then around it, you've got pistols and a Galil for flames. So, Boom will definitely have to respect what they're up against. Have to figure it out what they've got on the other side first, though.
Slowly moving into position, very quiet across the map. No aggressive openings, just utility down in the choke points. 3 players of Vitality leaning towards A main. That's Rops, Mezi, and flameZ, and Apex starting to make their play over in middle, taking some space. Saiwu's AK will lead the way. There's the peek from the M4, doubled up from Siren, and Boomich gets aggressive as well with the FAMAS. Recovery now for flameZ and Apex. I think the fun thing too with these Vitality matches also, while waxing lyrical about them not playing their best Counter-Strike over the last 2 weeks, is every time a team steps in against Vitality, they're fully focused. Like, they're snapped in. This is a game against the best team in the world. So all the underdogs are coming in, and it's a focus that you don't typically see out of them as well.
Yeah, and then you have a team like BetBoom who have just been grinding the Tier 2 circuit, looking pretty good down there as well, getting themselves into a position where they can once again come back to events of this caliber. So you get a shot at taking down Vitality would be a massive win for your VRS ranking, and obviously you've been hungry for this opportunity to play at events like this for a long time, so make the most of it.
They've done a great job in the Tier 2 circuit. Second place at the Stake event back in early April. First at the Radio Popular Roman Imperial Cup. Third at the BC Game Masters. Yeah, they've been down there like taking some battles and just grinding at that level. Winning the IEM Atlanta qualifier back in February as well to make it to this event.
Having to have flameZ stand in. Did like what Yumi was saying, you know, he actually likes this version of the team better with flameZ coming in.
Hope Dilladez isn't watching the English stream.
Well, there's the old shutdown. BetBoom gonna go up 3-1. Making it look easy against Glocks, as it should be. So, piece of game, take note of that one. And then we'll move into round 5. Buy's gonna be coming through here for Vitality. Now the AK is coming out. No Saiwu AWP yet.
Not quite yet.
Not really required on T-side Anubis.
No, you don't have to. We'll see if he eventually picks it up. Obviously, money going to be the biggest problem in the early stages for these first 4 or 5 rounds, especially after not being able to convert the second. 3 in a row for BetBoom after losing the pistol. magnogez and flameZ going to be playing behind the smoke, break it open. A little bit blind, a little bit of miscues. There's some of that disorganization with the stand-in. But no punish. Boomich being very active in middle, close up to the smoke. He's actually called the A defender. Siren and Zorte both leave the bomb site entirely to come set up a trap and aggressive play. flameZ's in the open and blinded. Good peek follow-up from Saiwu.
There's the peek out from Zorte. Commits to the spray for a long time, unable to make anything of it. So Mezi will put Vitality in the advantageous position as we head under 1 minute.
Yeah, nice damage done though. You've kind of set Apex and Saiwu up to be a double kill. Mop the damage up at some point when the exec comes in. Still spread around the map is Vitality. Saiwu with the bomb shifting over towards the B bomb site. Mezi creeps a little bit closer to B main while it's still smoked. So Rops will be a distraction as he lurks. 1 kill, sees the other, and now Vitality's going to pick up the pace and step into the B bomb site. flameZ has fallen all the way back towards CT spawn.
Now only 25 seconds left as Vitality arrive to the site. Saiwu will be out of commission for just a second as he puts that bomb down. flameZ not in a position to make a play forward. He's waiting on his teammate to come on over, but they have to get a move on soon. They've got no utility and no kit, so they got to go in loud, and they don't really have anything to block or put pressure on Vitality.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge issue. Oh, the timing as he looks away. flameZ goes down, MagnaJez 1v3, and everyone from Vitality is playing this so passively. There's no way for MagnaJez to win this. Nobody else peeking, so I guess you just go for an exit kill at, before the bomb goes off.
Yeah, flameZ hanging around to make sure there's no last-second attempt. Gets his gun out as well, and flameZ makes sure to take everything away.
Still got it. Caught off guard, but still recovers. Second round for Vitality, nice and easy as the guns come back out.
Yeah, flameZ being a consistent player for this Vitality team as usual. 6-3 at the moment, a strong start. Yeah, flameZ's had some success on Anubis at American events here at IEM. Remember his big ace on the B bomb site defense?
Yes.
A couple years ago here, it was in Dallas. So, level of comfort for flameZ on this particular map. Zorte about to break open the connector smoke and look down into the water. Not spotting too much, will drop back to safety.
I like that BetBoom has played these rounds pretty aggressive to open up. I like that we saw them test middle and have that flashbang set up, and they followed up with another kind of flash peek as well. We've seen them get aggressive at A main a number of times. I like that we're not seeing them shy away from the fight and kind of play on their heels. It's going to be tough as the half goes on to maintain that. You're going to have to start finding timings. Look at the passive openings that Vitality's having. So you're kind of going to start getting the sense that maybe those aggressive pieces that you want to put into play are going to have to come in the mid rounds. But to do that, you're going to have information about what exactly Vitality's doing on the map. So a quiet creep towards middle. 4 players of Vitality here. Apex with the bomb in support.
Oh, flash up allows flameZ and flameZ to step up to the double doors. And they're going to be walking into boomage. Their first obstacle in the way. Let's see how much he can do. He's got flameZ backing him up here, but they're about to be smoked out. Do they want to play in front of it? Looks like it. Vitality going to be aware of this possibility, but they turn just as boomage moves in, and he gets a triple. flameZ right in behind him, committed to that defensive middle. And they carve up the entire Vitality squad, leaving Rops alone, having to fight on these extremities. And there's not enough time for him to get into a competitive position to actually go for the round win.
Yeah, planned the whole way from BetBoom. That's a great play from boomage and flameZ. I mean, you could see they were partnered up that whole time, playing at each other's hip, and that was the entire idea when that smoke comes up. boomage is going to swing through. If he's alone, probably doesn't, but with the backup, with the teammate, with the bait coming through as well. But damn, the triple kill makes it not even really all that necessary. Great performance from boomage, and a 4th round for BetBoom as they maintain the lead. As you mentioned, we've seen this a number of times throughout the American campaign for Vitality back at Fort Worth. Yesterday as well, couple slow starts, couple games where they kind of look a little shaky. But there's always that moment, we just haven't gotten there yet.
I think flameZ was saying that in the interview ahead of the game as well, right? The fact that you're pretty surprised at how smoothly things went yesterday in their opening game. He said they expected maybe to start a little bit slower, but they came out looking pretty strong. Everybody was together on Mirage.
They also outlasted 28 kills from Simple as well on Dust 2.
Yeah, so maybe the slower game comes here in the second. We'll wait and see. So far, BetBoom putting up some decent resistance. We've got Zorte, who's lost half of his health to kick off the round. Made right towards flameZ to return some of that favor.
All right, a little bit of pressure being applied from the middle of the map. That smoke is going to start pulling some defenders. Zorte and flameZ back off and shift over. Zorte with that AWP. A bomb site defense been bolstered by the addition of the AWP. Full exec. Vitality's relinquished map control. It all ends here at the A bomb site.
Zorte up at the ready. Here they come, straight in towards his scope. It's going to be one. Siren spraying away, getting 2 frags. And Zorte peeks out again, putting an end to Vitality before they can even think about getting into the bomb site.
Oh, okay, you can start to see some smiles creeping into the face of BetBoom. They're coming to that realization of we can handle this. Now all of a sudden up 5-2, a 3-round lead, feeling much more confident in their ability to battle up against Vitality.
Yeah, stopping Vitality from getting these bomb plants as well, right? So it's not like they're going to be able to get a good buyout in this round. So 6-2, the very likely outcome.
Not just that, but I think the success of some of the plays is going to start making them feel like they're a step ahead of Vitality and reading them, right? Like the double swing through the mid-smoke that we saw where Boomich gets the triple kill. The pushes that we've seen in towards A main, I think like 2 of them have been successful. 1 of them went the other direction. Now you have this one where you read what's coming and you shift Zorte over at the perfect moment to be at the right bomb site. Not only are you winning individually, but you're starting to feel, if you're BetBoom, like you're winning in the tactical sense of the game, in the team side of the game.
Well, flameZ is going to have a really important job on this CT side once those guns come out again. Playing over towards Connector. It's an important job in this round too. Not wanting to put himself at risk to some of the weaker weapons that could take him down and be the first domino to fall in this B bomb site defense. So yes, he starts the round in Connector, but he's now dropped back to play from platform. And that's given the space to Apex to move out. But now the surprise is that they know exactly what's happening. flameZ has got the first headshot. Apex torn away. They're trying to just sprint into the site, but enough defenders here to make sure it's going to be difficult. But Robs' Deagle's arrived and starts to unravel them. Mezzi's got one of his own. Can Mezzi pull off another big play here on the A site? But he's looking for a better gun. Couldn't find one and ends up going down in all that distraction on Zorte's rotation.
Yeah, I think he was scrambling. Yeah, gun, bomb. He was trying to find everything. Needed to recover an AK to try and win that 1v2. Some lovely shots from the Deagle. Do some economic damage to BetBoom, but that's about it. So a timeout forced out of Vitality. Now down by 4 on the T side of Anubis.
Yeah, Xtaz taking this time to really translate some of his thoughts over here.
Here's 2 critical pieces that they have, that BetBoom hasn't had to contend with, that we haven't seen kind of come online and make their presence inside the server known quite yet. ZywOo on the screen right now, obviously. Best player in the world. 1-7 at the moment, so he's been very quiet, been a great piece for Vitality, obviously. flameZ as well, 1-8, and he's kind of the playmaker, kind of the guy who likes to get things started. He's having a very quiet opening, so not providing some early advantages for Vitality the way we see him do frequently. Those pieces, 2 critical ones for Vitality. Need to see them start stepping up to come back into this game. Round 9 is live. We've got AK-47s back in play for Vitality down the board. Full sets of utility, they're going to try again, but more aggression from BetBoom. Sandwich from both sides, 1 for 1 as Messi still stands tall.
Oh, he does. And he's handling all the pressure easily. A second kill as well on that B main push. That's put Vitality into a very comfortable position because Apex pushes out of Connector. Even if there was an extra player there, he was happy to take the 1v1 fight.
No one's shifted really from BetBoom either. Nobody's even really come over to address the B bomb site. Zorte's being loud about it, but he's got to realize this bomb site's been wide open for some time.
Look at all the positions he's got to clear, and nope, he hasn't thought about Apex being deep on that platform. So we'll play from Vitality. That's going to be a 3rd round 1, and for BetBoom, just save the AWP, save the rifle.
Tough game, tough round for flameZ as well. I mean, you saw him, they pushed B main, they pushed from middle as well. He was getting shot from 2 different angles.
I mean, Messi's been keeping Vitality in this game. Like, yeah. he has kept them in it. He won the pistol round for them. He's won the round. He did the damage on the B site, nearly winning them around there, and now this one as well. So Mezzi definitely keeping Vitality alive long enough so that the likes of flameZ and ZywOo can show up a little bit more.
That's been the conversation around Mezzi since, I guess, since Spinks left the team, really, is you're just like, man, this guy, he's like this role player that we discuss and talk about, but whenever there's any of the stars going quiet, he fills that gap so well.
And he's British.
And he's British.
I know Apex loves that.
We can all kind of appreciate it. 6-3. Mezzi holding off this push after his teammate goes down. That's a lovely shot onto Siren, and unfortunately for Zorte, falls prey to Apex, who again, that's just the X factor of Apex, like taking the risk. Oh, they pushed B, 2 players were killed, Mezzi got both those, okay. We'll see if there's a 3rd defender there.
And there wasn't. So for Vitality, it's again all AKs. The AWP still present for Zorte. He'll break up in the con smoke, go down for a peek, but ZywOo wins it this time. Answering the kill feed against the AWPer on the other side. And now Apex is trying to move up through the smoke, slipping in. ZywOo's handled the push of Boomich, and there we go. ZywOo has had a round finally. Apex playing on the fade of the smoke. magnetJet's ready for that. Switching out to the AK. Spamming through, attempting to connect onto ZywOo.
Two defenders have stepped over into the B bomb site. flameZ still here. Up in the bomb site as well. Even Siren rotating over to have a third player. I'm going to take a big risk and shot down by flameZ. Second kill for him. The opening from ZywOo in this round is just the second opening kill that Vitality has had in this half so far, but they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, well, MagnusJoe is trying to hunt down ZywOo. Pretty close with that AWP to connecting on towards him. But it's ropz who has moved through A. So he'll start to clear out towards heaven and storage and realize no one's home, so that bomb will safely make its way into the A bomb site for the finish of the round.
You can see how cautious Vitality's being, though, with all the aggression that BetBoom has thrown at them throughout the half, especially to open things up. They're just making sure nobody's hiding, lurking in some kind of a weird corner. Take the long route all the way through Rugs over to the A bomb site. ropz keeps pushing towards CT spawn to secure even more safety. This will be a fourth round for Vitality as MagnusJoe and Siren don't even budge. And money's fine for BetBoom. I mean, that stretch of rounds they had was so surprisingly clean. They've got plenty of cash built up with the amount of weapons they've been able to save, even in losses. Painful gun to take away. He's got another. There we go. mezZ, more impacts, forcing a lot of rebuys. Money is still good, but this is going to cause them to buy up right to the brink. So here's that comeback. Here's that slow start from Vitality. If they win this one and shatter the economy, that feels like the moment where you really grab control.
Yeah, the tight
but you can start to feel the T side starting to warm up and starting to come in, starting to look seamless, flawless the way they're moving around the map.
Great work from BetBoom so far to get 6 rounds on CT side. A real chance to squeeze out another one here. They've got a double op setup being brought to the table. Zorte going towards A main, hoping he can catch out ropz. He uses a smoke just to maintain his life. Boomich is going to try and support with some utility as well. Break open that smoke, give a clear line of vision to Zorte, but ropz has dodged it.
Yeah, he knows what's coming. He knows the sequence of utility, just steps away. One aggressive player in A main, that Siren, been flashed and activated. Is he going to play the smoke fade? Risky. Okay, and he gets away.
Just about gets away. But now the pressure might start coming towards the B site, where we mentioned flameZ is going to have a really important role over towards connector. You're going to start putting pressure on him.
Well, he's just called out 2 outside of B main. He saw the one player take some shots. He saw a nade come out after the fact. That's going to pull MagnusJoe back on the defense. Smoke is going to make him nervous. He's got to tuck back in, maintaining his life with 11 HP, but he's got to back off.
Maintaining his life is somewhat impressive there. He's dealing with pressure from B main, worried about dealing with pressure inside a connector. Well,
Boomich and Zorte are trying to gain back some of the ground lost at this bomb site, taking middle.
MagnusJoe's peeking out, so it's mezZ, who's had a lot of impact for Vitality, who's caught. They've stopped him at least in his tracks, but on to the rest of Vitality to see if they can swoop into this B site. ZywOo slipped out. Bomb is going to be planted. Boomich on the flank now, being spotted and held back. So it's all about Zorte, who is now coming to join him. He stopped ropz from delivering any impact in the round. Apex has gone down, all flames, and that's a very good retake from BetBoom. They don't lose a single player in this round, so up to 7 on the CT side.
Yeah, they didn't really give any fights to the B exec, right? And it can be very difficult as a T side stepping into the B bomb site and getting planted if you haven't eliminated any of those players. Look at, I mean, where they've all died on the mini map is like in the front of the bomb site. No one able to take over any of the platform. No one able to push up towards Temple whatsoever. Most of the engagements from BetBoom came on the flank initially and then forces the hand of the players still inside the bomb site to get aggressive in disadvantaged fights. Final round of the first half. BetBoom put a stop to the streak. They don't let Vitality gain that stranglehold. Just 2 in a row for Vitality. 3 rounds back into this last round.
And Zorte nips out, snatches ZywOo.
It's beautiful. They're still keeping up the aggression. Got to appreciate the confidence out of the players.
3 and 9 half from ZywOo as well. He really kept him quiet on this T side. flameZ, no problem in stopping Apex and trying a cheeky move through the smoke. And now you've got a 3v5 to try and turn here. So Vitality going to leave the first half of Anubis with only 4 rounds on the T side. Unless they pull off a 3v5, now 2v5. This is great work from BetBoom.
Yeah, really, really good work from BetBoom. Deep nade behind the smoke. Barely any damage even taken.
They'll go through the motions. They'll do what they can here, ropz and mezZ.
said what? It was flameZ. You said had mentioned he was surprised that things had been going so smooth.
It was mezZ in that
mezZ?
game interview.
Well, this is more like it. Some struggles for Vitality.
Yeah, BetBoom in the lead over the world number 1. 8-4 for BetBoom as they switch to the second half.
Hey, come on, boys, huh? How are you? Much more.
Well, I always know when production calls us up and says, we're going to do an audio segment on the way back in from the break, I always know it's going to be spicy.
I want to hear you more. Hopefully, at all. That's what we said. That is the columns of the #1 team.
It's so ridiculous.
They are so good now. They communicate versus via telepathy, and I really appreciate that.
They're still in the Michelin restaurant. They're just hanging out. It's like 3 of them are in the mountains, 2 of them are in some high-rise restaurant in New York. No one cares.
8-4 down versus BetBoom. All right, let's see if Vitality can pull this back. It's going to be Zywoo with the first kill. flameZ able to make the most of the trade opportunity. Now we've got Apex trying to come back in, but Boomich denies even that. So flameZ under pressure, can't do anything. And it really does have that BetBoom winning Anubis feeling all over it, doesn't it?
It's also what we talked about earlier is you better win this like quick. You know, don't even give them the chance, because now is when Apex starts yelling at people. Now is where Apex is like, all right, boys, focus up. Everyone get into it. What are we doing?
Or
maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
Not talking to them.
Still not talking.
Silent treatment.
Okay. Well, they're fine. Good win, though. Great trade in A main. The split onto the A bomb site is really effective. You handle the flank attempt to come in from middle. I mean, look at how aggressive BetBoom has been when they get the space, pushing up to the choke points, not giving Vitality a whole lot of room to operate in the retake.
That's a bad word in French, I think.
I think so, too.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Hello.
That'll be a good word in French.
Yeah.
Zywoo taking down Boomich.
Ooh la la.
Magnifique. Siren flashed in. And we will get main control, but smoked out, so slowed down. magnetJez in a long-range fight has called his teammate with a better weapon over, and Apex is finished off. So advantage that Zywoo picked up, immediately traded out.
That would have been really disappointing for BetBoom if they weren't able to capitalize on a little push out from Apex. Kind of caught in no man's land, and you could tell the MAC-10 didn't want to take the fight, so for Zorte to swing is beautiful to find the equalizing kill. flameZ is forced into an aggressive position, playing in front of the pillar for the moment. Naded down to 35. Rough game for flameZ today.
Well, better for flameZ, who does send one shot back, at least keeping Vitality ahead in this situation. But they're coming at the A site here, BetBoom, and Rops is all alone.
They need to clear this, though. And actually, they're not really taking any speed, any kind of like... Doesn't seem like they're super motivated to really press into that A bomb site with the space that magnetJez have over towards Temple. They're trying to figure out where they want to finish. They can go either way. And he's told them, go back to A main. I'm going to be splitting. I have the second front. 27 seconds.
Oh, Rops peeks out, 5-7, instant death, looks for the next fight, and it's going to be magnetJez saving the day here for BetBoom, getting into the site, but it's still doable here for Vitality. Zywoo coming in from heaven, Deagle out, low HP, finishes on Sorte, and the follow-up is there as well. Zywoo takes his time, takes the kill, and there's the low buy round. Now, we mentioned that throughout the first half, that Vitality win one of these at some point during the map, and we see a lot of the underdog teams really collapse from that point onwards.
Yeah.
It's yet to be seen whether that's going to happen to BetBoom, but we're going to find out.
Well, that shot from Zywoo, this one from flameZ really knocked them off kilter. Those two quick kills, I think, really kind of made that a tough experience for BetBoom. You could see 27 seconds on the clock. You have that magnetJez flank coming in towards A main from middle, and the player in A main kind of aggresses on his own, does to Rops, but it's like you got a player coming from middle. You have time to be patient here. He's going to clear that position of Rops, or he's going to spot it and let you know he's there. So maybe a little bit early on the A main play, but regardless, it's Vitality's kills in the low econ round that put them under pressure, and BetBoom make the mistakes. So you had your first half with them. You had the pistol here in the second. Let's see if Vitality, that's the round that snaps them into place, escalates their game. Zorte, another beautiful kill onto Apex to open up the round. And a 5-on-4 for the T side. Where does Vitality look to find information? Where's the next play that they're going to make? 3 players for BetBoom outside of A main. flameZ, Siren, and Zorte. magnetJez sliding to meet up with them. Boomich is going to play Lurk in middle. For Vitality, this defense, they have Rops alone at the A bomb site passive. I think the strength of it is going to be flameZ and flameZ pushing through canals to go for a fast flank.
Yeah, and that smoke from Rops should buy some time for that to happen if BetBoom respect the smoke. Now that's a big if, because they're just going to go right through it. Flashes go up. Here they come, straight in towards the A site. Rops is backed off towards camera. Needs a clean kill here, and he just can't get it. Now Zywoo with him, but BetBoom have completely populated the A bomb site.
Yeah, and they've actually forced this defense back into a really ugly position. Everyone's in the choke point. They need a kill right now if they want the safety to push in and go for the retake. There's one, it's traded, still a man disadvantage.
yeah, it's really tough to see how Vitality would win this. So
Yeah,
I think they're saying the same thing, and they're going to back away. They're going to save these weapons.
Yeah, it's a lot of things, right? It's like backing off into the... Well, you're executing the aggression in middle to take out that half of the attack. Unfortunately, the attack comes from A main, but it's also that flank from flameZ and Apex spotted as well through canals. So flameZ realize he's not as effective on that flank, so they decide to back off and save these weapons. BetBoom not letting them string 2 rounds together here in the second half to open things up. Lovely kill, taking some extra guns away right at the end. Actually, a ton of weapons being taken away.
Yeah,
this
everything.
Okay, this might not be a game that Vitality recovers.
No, it doesn't feel like it at all. So BetBoom doing a great job right now. This is what the grind's all been about for BetBoom, right? All these tier 2 events, the online wars, the smaller lands, always trying to build themselves back up to get into the invite pool, qualifying for IEM Atlanta, and coming over here and getting a chance to play Team Vitality.
They look so
all
sharp.
that hard work that they've been putting in, and now 10-5 up against Vitality with the stand-in. Perhaps it's the stand-in issue. Maybe that's Vitality's weakness right now.
Yeah, the stand-ins when you can't do the research.
Yeah, they lost their foot with the coach on Dust 2.
True.
They might just lose this map. And well, Frey asked the question, is it possible for BetBoom to win a map in this series? Looking very likely it's going to be a yes.
Looks like they're just going back to the A-bomb site, and they've done a number of rounds toward this where they've kind of found Rops as the solo defender in the late situation, so might be something they think is a tendency they can take advantage of. Still BetBoom spread around the map. flameZ watching for pushes outside of B main. Double Molotovs as well to show they want to take a little bit of control and a little bit of space. No real commitment quite yet. ZywOo gets pulled into a fight that Zorte wins. And finally a rebuttal. But it's a 4-on-3 in the favor of BetBoom.
Well, they're going to smoke flames out. They'll not really be in a position to do much about that. Apex realizing they need to close some of that space down, so it throws out a defensive smoke to create some cover as they move on in. Shroud them as they try and get back into this. flameZ finally erupting with some impact. He's been quiet all map long, but that double kill has reopened a small chance. Now, he does not have a kid on his back. He's got a smoke, though, and it's up against flameZ. flameZ doesn't know where he is, though. flameZ against flameZ. On the site, flameZ looking for the defusal. He's going to start holding it now. flameZ to step up. It's the low HP of flameZ. Surely he can't win this. flameZ going to spray away. An 11th round for BetBoom picked up, one step closer to actually winning this map versus Vitality.
Yeah, big time clutch. Cool to see flameZ kind of show up and have a couple very nice kills coming back into that retake. But with red HP with 11 health inside the smoke, 10-second defuse, that was always just going to have to rely on a miracle occurrence. Great work from Siren. Again, just BetBoom shooting so hard, trading very well coming into these bomb sites. And now that they're up 11-5, I mean, they haven't been showing any fear throughout this. There's certainly no reason for them to be afraid at the moment. No one shying away from the fights. Vitality down by 6.
Oh, Mezzy just spotted. magnetJet's going to go back and address that. Nade up. Looking to weaken Mezzy. Will do so very effectively. ZywOo grabbing one on the Deagle. magnetJet is finally finishing off Mezzy. Apex stepping out, hoping his Deagle can ring out in the kill feed as well. And it will, but not ready for Siren to come down the stairway and get that trade instantly. So flameZ and ZywOo with 2 pistols left. It's going to be map point for BetBoom.
All right, how far does flameZ want to go to secure the B bomb site? They know the position of one player over in middle. A lot of responsibility for flameZ as he steps up in towards jail at the B bomb site. Got to be worried about the walkout of Temple through the main avenue and from canals, a drop down into the water. Teammates coming over now. ZywOo playing it passively with the Deagle, looking for that one distance shot. He'll have a chance at it. There's no smoke for the cross. Ooh,
Oh, shot indeed.
that's a tax you got to pay.
Will the taxes be crippling? Yes, they will. ZywOo's got another one. Boomich just turns his back, and ZywOo makes the most of it. Siren trying to win out the 1v2, and ZywOo looking for the quad kill. He's got flameZ to help him out here. They don't know where Siren is, but ZywOo's got a bit of an idea. Just clearing towards connector. Now he knows he's there. He lands the shot. Siren low. Grenade goes in. Siren's out of there. flameZ has got the kill. And straight to the defuse. It's ZywOo saving their bacon with a big round win there.
That's a wild sequence of events from ZywOo. A beautiful shot on the first player. Second one just kind of loses the idea that that's still a point of danger. ZywOo steps up for another fight. He's got back turned the whole way.
And now, do I dare ask the question?
Let's see how this next round goes. Ask it after this one.
I mean, could that be the moment, James?
Okay,
I'm going to ask it
wanted to get into it anyway, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it would be the most heartbreaking but typical way for the underdog to lose. But let's see if BetBoom can stabilize. So coming into this, we've got AKs, we've got a Tech 9 for Boomich.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, that's just ZywOo just keeping that door cracked ajar just a little bit still.
Org out for Robs.
Love that for him. Excited for him. This is going to be fast towards the B bomb site. They aren't slowing down. Already going to be a hit. MagnaJez and Siren. Molotov will change the pacing of this, but it looks like they're ready to knock on the doors of this B bomb site.
3 players here for Vitality. Utility's going to slow them down. Stall them out. Bomb carrier getting tagged low, but mezz's the first to fall. flameZ just sent bullets back. mezz's dead. Flame's not ready. Gets 1 kill regardless. Apex has to step up and his teammate's dead. He's lost his 2 defending teammates. And Apex, they know exactly where you are, but he's trying to puff up his chest and show that there's more presence here than really is. Grenade goes in, denies the plant. ZywOo's dead, and it's got to be Apex and Rops to combine.
And Rops has the AUG.
He does indeed. Oh, but Apex, smoke faded, stays alive, but takes damage, going back into the fight, not winning them. Rob steps up on his own now, 1v3, tapping away, but flameZ responds. And BetBoom, every time they lose a ridiculous round they shouldn't, they do bounce back. And this time, it's map point being grabbed.
That's a long, extended, grindy hit into the B bomb site where you don't get that initial success right on the first blow. You actually have to play it such a long time to fight for that bomb site. Smokes are up as chaos everywhere, flashes and nades raining in. You know there's a couple players behind the smoke. flameZ just delivers the goods. I believe he got a spam kill on the mezzy to open things up through the smoke, and then staying in this perch far back, providing supportive fire. 2 more added into it. 12-6 and 6 chances for BetBoom to take this opening map away from Vitality.
And I can see why Yumi said he likes this version better with flameZ. Big impact from flameZ in that last round. 15 and 8 right now as well. This is really fun to watch from BetBoom. 12-6. Can they close now? This is a great chance to do it. Yes, you've got the ZywOo AWP out, but the rest are on SMGs or pistols. But they slow things down. Wanting to maximize their chances of closing this one out.
Another lovely nade. Seen him throw that a number of times, and it's chunked flameZ down a few times. 50 HP for him, Apex 35. A little bit bruised on the side of Vitality. 52 seconds on the clock as Utility rains in. Double Molotov in middle, 1 outside the A bomb site thrown in. Showing it execute, a split into that A bomb site. Apex is already on the move for the flank.
Oh, Siren. That's Apex. Taken down 1 more step.
And with that kill, with that progress of Apex, BetBoom is saying, you know what? Like, he's so deep on that flank that they are probably already vacated the B bomb site.
So it's got to be flameZ. 25 seconds. What can he do with this SMG? A single frag from flameZ. ZywOo racing over, but blocked by a smoke. He goes for a shot through it, but not able to connect. The plant is in. BetBoom looking to secure a map victory versus Team Vitality here on Anubis.
No more Utility. It's guns out for BetBoom.
Starting to move up. Vitality need to get a move on. No kit available. BetBoom are not going to let this slip. Surely they won't, but they have. And now just Boomich, how have they done it? Again, Vitality find the way to the retake. It did not look possible. But they've come in and won a ridiculous retake out of nowhere.
It should never happen like that. Frustrating for BetBoom. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you.
I have to watch the replay. Like, this is insane.
They're in such good positions at this point. There's the one on the flank. Rops 1v1.
That's a shot.
That one is wild. Yeah, just as amazed that they let that round slip out of their control.
I literally did not see a world in which BetBoom lost that round.
I didn't either, but here we are. And look at the money now.
Oh.
Yeah, 4 MAC-10s and AK-47. You can still win this if you don't. Out of money for the next round. Vitality would just be 4 away. And it just can never feel comfortable against this team.
ZywOo waits. Orb at the ready. There's the peak. Missed shot. Now it's flameZ. Double kill. Spraying away. And Apex gets involved. Down to 2 MAC-10s here. 1 AK picked up now in the hands of magnetJez. But a 2v4 recovering. Grenades landing towards the head of boomich. They boost magnetJez up. Another missed shot from ZywOo. So getting away with one here for BetBoom for the time being. Let's see if they can actually pull anything off.
ZywOo playing it a little bit safe, dropping to that low level so it couldn't be seen by the boost. Now swings out, ready for it. Knew that boost was there the whole time, trying to find it through the smoke, but at the end of the day, he will get his kill. 12-8 for BetBoom, but out of money after the Vitality victory. 2 in a row for this CT side, and a timeout called. That one out of BetBoom to talk things over. And you don't mention it, it's not going to be said verbally during this timeout, but you know every player's thinking it with how well they played to get up to this lead, to get up to 12-6, and now all of a sudden you get this one last pushback from Vitality. Haven't been able to close it out. 2 chances, losing a stunning retake with a man advantage. That little piece of doubt has already crept into the back of their minds, and desperately BetBoom is going to try and win this game before it grows even larger. Op still in the hands of ZywOo, 2 AK-47s and the AUG for Rops on the CT side. And with no investment out of the BetBoom side, a Deagle picked up for flameZ with light armor. Vitality looking to close the gap to just 3 after round 21.
Apex confident to take some open fights with the AK against pistols. He hasn't been able to win them. He doesn't want to recommit into the same position again and get spammed down. Trying to isolate engagements with some cover of utility. Really taking a long time here and not picking anything up.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he's still taking these fights. I mean, there's some low risk to it, but the one Deagle shot is just, you know, that risk doesn't always feel like the reward is worth it. Double nade.
Ooh.
Brought down to 3 HP.
Yeah, just a little bit too shallow there, not making it to the stairs. And keeps a couple of players alive for BetBoom for the time being. Will Apex finally get his reward? He's really hungry for these kills, and there we go. Gets both flameZ and Zorte, both dead inside of connector. Rops is going to hold. And good reactions here with the AUG. Snaps to the head of boomich. Leaving magnetJez and Siren to bide their time. Likely to meet their end at Apex's hand as well.
You've brought this up before, kind of setting this up is, you know, you let them, we talk about like you let them linger in the game too long and then they kind of snap into shape, snap into place, and then all of a sudden you realize you just don't have what it takes to actually beat them and close it out.
But this would be like another level of that.
Well, I'm trying to set that up because I want to see what BetBoom's going to look like in this round. I've mentioned it a couple times. They've played this whole game, and I haven't seen any kind of like hesitation or fear. They've trusted in the aggressive game plan, the aggressive stances and 2-man plays that they've loved to run on the CT side. This kind of trade game, barreling into the bomb site, moving around the map, and then grouping up and hitting it. That's looked good as well. I want to see if some of that confidence has been shaken and lost now that you've lost a couple of low buys now against Vitality. You lose an advantage post plant that you had against Vitality. Ooh. Has something changed?
Well, they're leaving some money in the bank because they want to go for 3 MAC-10s at Galil here.
Trying to maximize really, really strong buys down the stretch. A loss here, they'd have the full losing bonus, giving them 2 full buys for the final 2 rounds. And even enough danger in this one to just win it outright here. It's misdirection, trying to show mid-control and burst into the B bomb site with MAC-10s. No flash or utility, it's just going to be contact.
Takes the first tag, Apex AK out, but overrun, overwhelmed, and the SMGs and Galil are into the site, but ZywOo's here, and he strikes straight to the chest, recovers again, ZywOo with another one, Siren dead, and boomich left on 21 HP, steps up, ZywOo sees the shadow, but cannot claim boomich. Can boomich win it? The leader looking to close, Bomb in the open. Two Vitality players, same position. Boomich walks out, grabs the bomb, gets around the corner, taps it into the fight, but Rops has picked it up. And now Vitality 2 rounds away from bringing this one into overtime.
I love that. That's actually a really, really cool idea for BetBoom. It almost works, but that lack of any utility means when ZywOo comes over and there's no smoke in his face, you've got nothing to protect you against that ult. Comes in so fast and so aggressive with it. 1-for-1 for the two defenders, Apex and flameZ. Caught off guard by the push of the MAC-10 and the timing of it, but ZywOo's just like, perfect. Clear lines of sight everywhere I want. Lovely shooting with the up, and Vitality's within 2. That's 4 chances gone to the wayside for BetBoom to close out this map.
Gonna set Siren up for a peek towards main. He'll toss some utility in. Just trying to stake his claim of control of the A main area. More flashes from Zorte, looking to support his team going forward. That one is going to connect to the vision of ZywOo. We'll drop back and play from Cake now with Util. And at this point, BetBoom being very methodical every step of the way towards A.
This is a big engagement. How does Flames handle this?
So far not taking contact, not taking the fight, and of course he catches the perfect timing. ZywOo shuts down Siren but couldn't get away, so it's Rob, side of the smoke, little gap to play with. And now magnachess coming in with a good timing. Could he step up here for BetBoom? He's come around the back of flameZ at just the right time. 30 seconds on the clock, bomb bailing out, but Apex. Oh, the nightmare here. Vitality have got Apex in the perfect position. Zorte gonna check in, and Apex doesn't look, so Zorte finds him at just the right time and opens up the B-bomb site. BetBoom have a chance again.
All right, bomb planted. Where do they position themselves? Be careful running out into the open. flameZ is ready. Rops rotating over as well. Open fight, double peaked. And it's all on Rops 1v2 to keep it alive.
And how many times has Rops won a clutch like this?
No utility, but he does have a kit.
Well, let's see if Rops can pull it off, or if BetBoom finally done it. There's the first, now down to a 1v1, but it's 5 HP, and Rops so close, but BetBoom finally get it done. A 13-10 win over Vitality. They take the opening map of the series. What a surprising result in the fashion that they've done it. Vitality looked like they were coming back, but BetBoom withstand.
18 kills, and the 4th player has 19 kills. Those are your top 4 performers, so it's individual skill across the board. And you add into that the fact that the game plan was adhered to. You could see they wanted to be aggressive. They wanted to be in the face from Vitality. They wanted to be disruptive and not fighting on their heels as they back away. It's exactly what they did throughout that entire first map of the series, and I think that's awesome. Let's see what they come in with here, because they shocked us all in the first map. It could be another surprise here on Overpass. Vitality starting on the T side. Pistol Round is live, attacking into BetBoom's defense.
Well, plenty of utility here for Apex and flameZ coming into the pistol. We'll see Boomich get boosted up. Siren, with the information that Boomich is able to pick up, can feel comfortable about playing aggressively on short, and they have a strong setup to deal with Vitality coming down water, but they're going heavy long.
Nothing spotted yet. Rop's going to play very slow as the man away from the pack. Turn in towards bathrooms and go quiet here at this point. Clear things out early on. See no one peeking long. Footsteps starting to be made. Defense not shifting. Still no information of what Vitality's doing. And the runway coming up long is wide the hell open. Utility's out. I don't know if Zorte's going to be here in time to provide any real resistance.
Yeah, he's all the way back, and look at that. Vitality already have 2 players running down the stairs at him, so a lot of space taken in this pistol round. It's going to be a real fight to get even some of the space back from BetBoom. Not even close to the pistol round win yet, but magnachess, he's got by, and they haven't seen him, haven't spotted him, but he hasn't been able to take a kill just yet. Now comes the bank attack. ZywOo and Apex taking the first couple of kills. Apex has one more in for good measure, and eventually flameZ toppling Boomich, and all 5 players of Vitality stay alive.
Yeah, you could see. I mean, just so much space gain from Vitality on that retake. I think actually the fact that magnetjez slips past the net and is able to even get a clean shot on Apex and another player pushed up close towards CT stairs, that's actually pretty incredible. He lands those, that pistol round can go on its head. That was the one detail Vitality missed, but it doesn't end up biting them whatsoever. So pistol for Vitality, they get started on the right foot. That'll get the comms flowing. That's a nice pitch to hit.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a good conversation outside in the Georgia sun for Vitality to try and get back into the series, get the heads in the game. And we listened in coming into the second half of Anubis, and there's just no comms at all. So nothing to take away for them.
Biggest win that this BetBoom team have had on Overpass in the last 3 months over Heroic.
All right, so a real testament to the level of competition they've been playing against.
Yeah, I mean, they took a 3-13 loss to G2, beat 9, 13-9, Heroic 13-7, lost to Sinners and Wildcard on it. It's kind of up and down. And obviously a very strong map for Vitality. So, quite a test, quite a challenge ahead of BetBoom. Invested here in this second round, much like the pistol. 4 players stacked over towards the B bomb site. magnetjez playing A alone. Very quiet round from both teams. No one really too motivated to get into any early fights. BetBoom playing pretty much without any information. So it looks like ZywOo and flameZ are going to start applying some pressure towards the A bomb site. You could see on the mini-map some players starting to move, especially now that that kill comes in. It sold the play towards the A bomb site.
There's only 20 seconds left on the clock. That bomb for Apex trying to move through. Siren trying to be a threat, trying to be a nuisance. He's got the 5-7 out. Can he stop the bomb? He will get a headshot onto flameZ, but Rob's flying over the top, and ZywOo coming in at just the right time for that bomb to go down comfortably.
Yeah,
That's
looking
2 in a
sharp.
row.
Well done from Apex, well done from Vitality. Yeah, time's running low, the map's been quiet, you haven't seen any defenders. A little bit of attention and 1 kill towards that A bomb site breaks up any kind of a stack they had, and the B bomb site easy to overrun from there. So 2-0. Vitality looking clinical in these first 2 rounds of play. Only 1 player has gone down, and that was flameZ in the only death Vitality's taken thus far.
So no real threats coming up in this round from BetBoom. You got Deagles for Siren and magnetjez alongside flameZ. And that's really it. So could be a nice 3-0 start. Should be a nice 3-0 start here for Vitality on the T side of Overpass. It's always great to get that early lead on the T side. Makes things a lot easier for the rest of the half. Sprinkling a few gun rounds here and there through. You got magnetjez pushed up towards Fountain. The Deagle goes out for a couple of body shots, but not enough to stop flameZ. So the MAC-10 comes out on top of the first fight. Galil also for Apex. Now 5v3.
Rops has missed this little piece of aggression from Siren and Boomich pushing in towards short behind that smoke, but I mean, there's really no consequence, no situation in where that turns this round on its head. Vitality still playing this very far back. That's the one little thing too is, I mean, you kind of, we heard it from NKJ in the previous series when he went into map 2 and he kind of said our worst enemy right now is going to be ourselves and the overconfidence we might bring into this thinking this game is done. Maybe a small wake-up call for Vitality. I think coming into this, they've done a good job of mentally kind of talking about how they've taken a little bit of a break from heavy practice. So their like expectations have shifted at least internally within the team. But still a loss like that where you kind of start getting bodied through different stretches of Anubis by BetBoom.
Yeah, especially the opener, right? Opening half was very one-sided for many parts of it.
I just look how ruthless they're being. Like, they've been walking around the map in like a 5-on-4 for like 30 seconds, and they don't even make a move until they realize they know exactly where he is. ZywOo's gone down, it's all good.
I mean, we can bring it up to literally the last event, right? Where they lost that map on Dust 2 to Foot playing with their coach, right? And came in, locked in. You heard Apex saying the way we're playing is unacceptable. Managed to pull it all together and finish with a
trophy.
Finish with a trophy, but in that series, you know, they limped through Nuke. I mean, they got through the series and then got into shape for the rest of the competition.
Well, guns are out for the first time for BetBoom. AWP in the hands of Zorzi. One kit picked up on Boomich. Good sets of utility for the CT side. Vitality going to be playing a little handicapped here with 2 Galils and a MAC-10 on flameZ.
Good to see Sorte back. It's been a while since we've seen him on the AWP. Enjoy watching him when he's having a good game. And he's got no challenge on the other side right now in this round with the AWP. So let's see what he's able to pull off.
Well, Rops has already slid into position to protect against an aggressive play towards short and sandbags.
There's
exactly what they want to do.
Sorte has to trade it. And not able to get it on Rob. Doesn't round the corner too far. Not wanting to put himself in a position where you get 1 kill and then can't fall back.
Boomich has been spammed down to 8 HP. He's at this B bomb site. There's the kill from Sorte. Finds the equalizer, but HP still a problem for many of the BetBoom players, but boosted up. flameZ has one as well. And the swing out monster is coming.
Here comes Apex. He's already up towards the barrels. Great flashbang. That's flameZ dead. flameZ moves in, replacing Apex's attack. And Sorte stuck at heaven. He manages to fall back to a position where he can try and get a little bit more impact, but it's going to be smoked out and held back, so that plant will be coming through.
Well, the low HP player has the only kit. That's Boomich, who's also been past the AWP. So even if this retake comes in, the AWPer is going to come in way, way late to make sure he can preserve the weapon if it goes the other direction. 3 on 3, and the smoke fade is going to be the signal to begin.
Oh, a good shot from ZywOo. But looks away, not anticipating the next maneuvers to come through heaven as well, but they've got the information now, and Sorte doesn't want to go for this. Not enough time, and you throw the AWP away, so he goes back up towards the A bomb site. We'll hang on to the big green gun, but that does result in a 4th round in a row here for Team Vitality.
Yeah, quite a roller coaster in this one, right? Opening kill goes the way of Rops, and then a return kill from Sorte's off. The boost up for a second kill. He might not be able to keep it. Good shot there. Needed that one to stay alive. And the bomb goes off to take down Apex. Every member of Vitality dies.
Yeah, looking a lot more locked in now.
Yeah, plenty of money for the rebuy as well. Look more, let's see as this game goes on. It's going to be, I mean, I guess it just depends on which way you want to read it. More locked in, more comfortable on a map that BetBoom is less comfortable on, right? Yep. The desk brought it up before Anubis began. It's the least played map from Vitality. Not that they don't win it, just that it's the least experienced map that they've had to run through recently. Timeout from BetBoom going into round 5. Decisions to make. They have the AWP. Sorte can drop a weapon over. You could see flameZ thought about buying the M4, but gonna stick back, it looks like, into a half buy around this AWP. And Vitality, after everyone goes down, they replenish with AK-47s. No AWP necessary for the T side quite yet. Round 5 begins. M4 in the hands of Magnajez? I don't know, I sometimes just revert to that. Like, mayonnaise? Should we just call him that?
Yeah.
AWP on Sorte.
It was weird with the European players. Jason, sometimes Jays are wise. Most often, they're wise.
I just never know.
And it's ZywOo or ZywOo. We got Rops just waiting down in water. Now, he has got himself a pretty good position to start the round. His teammates could come to join him eventually, but Rops just head on a swivel, staying alert in case any aggression comes his way, which there actually will be soon enough. 2 players coming in through short. Will Rops be able to handle it? Siren, slowly but surely, creeping towards him, and Rops gets cleared out by that 5-7.
Yeah, timing of that jiggle benefits the 5-7 for sure. Good swing from Siren. Apex wants to get into a bit more safety, but pushes up, down, a little bit of no man's land. Good angle. Brought flameZ very, very low. The only one who can take this fight for Apex is Magnajez, and he wins as well. Brought down to 21 HP, but that's 2 opening kills for BetBoom's defense.
Yeah, they worked hard for them, and very happy to collect them. 45 seconds, and here go Vitality towards A.
Funneled into the AWP as well.
And Sorte's just jump spotting, looking to detect them. Oh, Boomich just about getting to a safe spot. Missed shot from Sorte. He will get a couple of chances at this, though. Out from the dice box. Needs to connect them. And we'll go out there. flameZ to fall. Mezzi and ZywOo.
Oh my God.
Right back grenade. Yep, look at that. That's going to be huge. That's one. And the utility to burn away the second. Force him into the open. Now the chase is on towards the dice box. And ZywOo pulling out the AK. Jumps up. Dice box close. Is Magnajez. Pulls out the 5-7 instead. Oh, he didn't land that one. But the shots were free. He just couldn't connect them. And Mezzi only gives you one opportunity before he turns and takes that kill.
That's a 2v5 conversion. That's a 2v5.
Yeah.
2 kills at the B bomb site. Zorte gets the next one with the AWP wall blind, but the low HP, the nade into the bomb site, the Molotov to follow it up, forces the low HP players into the open, and then just a little bit of luck going your way. MagnaJez couldn't find a clean fight at the end, wrapping around dice boxes. It started out so well.
Must be such a deflating feeling to fight so hard, play it so well towards B to get those advantages. You come back up to the A site, you've got enough numbers there, rotated early before Vitality have arrived to the site, and you still lose the round.
Yeah, Vitality playing with some plot armor in that round. You just weren't going to win it. Now we're going to change the pace. We're going to double flash and come through this monster smoke. Never expected it, but nobody was home. So flameZ happy to fall back. Zorte got blind and retreated into safety just at the perfect moment.
Here they come, straight in towards the site, but they're going to be blocked by utility. They'll get by it anyway. flameZ just runs forward. The AWP is dead to an MP9. Boomich, the only player getting a defensive kill until Siren also enters the feed.
Yeah, but now they know there's two. They know there's both there. That Molotov going to force him out of the fight. A little bit of damage, but stalls them out. Bomb is still far back, which is a little bit scary because ZywOo's got a cross.
Well, he's
Missed heaven smoke.
He's tentative about it, and yeah, missed smoke allows Rops to die. So you need Apex to get something. He looks away at the wrong time. So ZywOo in the clutch. Now, we talked about the bomb being back as a weakness. Is it going to turn out to be the strength? ZywOo to be lagging behind the rest of the pack. He has 40 seconds here.
Strength might not be the right word, but maybe saving grace. Maybe he can do something with it that he still retains that control. But tell you what, this is a round Vitality beats themselves. Very uncharacteristic. Missed smoke up towards heaven. Missed piece of utility. Bomb separated and segmented very, very far back.
All right, ZywOo steps out into the open, misses the shot, needed to land it immediately if he had any chance of winning that one. And Boomich puts him in the ground. So, I mean, there's a lot of rounds, though, that BetBoom had a shot at winning, and finally they get one breaking their way.
Yeah, I mean, even it feels unlikely as well. Like, look at them coming through. The opening provided by flameZ during this execute. flameZ gets that beautiful shot onto the AWP. MP9 outduels the AWP. It's that missed smoke, man. If Rops has some safety and some clearance with that smoke in place and he doesn't go down, you just have so many more resources and strong positions. That'll be frustrating, but other than that, Vitality's played pretty much spotless. Lucky to be alive as MagnaJez. Missed the opportunity to pick him off. Nade in hand as he turns the corner. He's going to scurry back to the A bomb site.
Zorte being patient, hoping it can be another opening kill found onto Rops, and it will be. So back-to-back rounds, Rops picked off towards B, and it's putting Vitality in a really tough spot here.
Slows things down a little bit. He was meant to fall back at some point and pick up the bomb to rejoin his teammates over towards bathrooms potentially. So they'll scramble back to T-spawn, make sure there's no pushes off that kill. Changes the plans a little bit. Now no more aggression in bathrooms. It's two players to come down towards blue door. flameZ they need to find.
Yeah, pushed up.
And Robs was so passive this round, they have no idea about this aggression.
Yeah, gotta clear it, gotta spot him. flameZ getting the one before being traded out by flameZ, but that will keep BetBoom ahead with the player count, but it will also give them enough information early enough that they can rotate some of their forces down to this B site in time.
Okay, safety. Heaven smokes. It's gonna be broken. Off in the open. Good shot, good trade.
Yeah, ZywOo really quick to get that trade in, so Vitality have evened out the numbers. 20 seconds, ZywOo goes forward, but Boomich this time winning the duel. It's all on flameZ, up on top. Boomich dead, and flameZ looking for the clutch, up against MagnaJez. 10 seconds, gotta get the bomb, gotta get it to the site, but he's lost him. MagnaJez into the open, free kill, and another round for BetBoom.
Yeah, it took the risk that he was coming on the flank and be coming up sandbags wide open to that play from MagnaJez. Barely held on by BetBoom, almost trading their way is Vitality. But man, what a good hold from BetBoom. Defenses look strong at points today. This is now 2 rounds in a row. Good opening pick. Zorte's AWP starting to have quite a bit of impact in this map. Even the jump up over the top looks great, but flameZ can never locate the last player. And BetBoom has burned through the money that Vitality built up. AK-47 in the hands of ZywOo, upgraded pistols on a few other players.
Yeah, finally, BetBoom have got the reward of wearing that money down here for Team Vitality. Got to take this chance now to go up to a third. But this is what I was talking about at the start of the map. You know, when Vitality gets such a strong lead on the T side, they win the pistol, they're able to convert them. You've already got a really good foundation laid out to build on. You got 5 rounds T side already. You're going to take a pause here, but you'd imagine they'll squeeze out an extra round or 2.5. So it just really points to how important it is to get a good lead out early. And we've got ZywOo losing the AK-47, so that hero AK picked off, and Zorte can start to have a field day. Zorte, yep. He's liking what he's seeing right now. Vitality players walking into 1 by 1. A conveyor belt of death provided towards him. And he's just feasting on them. There's another one. Zorte's off, ringing out in the feed. And magnojez to come up the stairway to secure a 3rd round for BetBoom.
You love that feeling if you're on the BetBoom side. Just watching the kill feed, watching your opper just rack them up 1 by 1. Quad kill overall. Feels really good when your op starts delivering like that for you. Because you know the op just makes your life so much easier if it's on point like this. Beautiful shooting. Maintaining the aggression. And well done. Another buy for Vitality now. ZywOo's going to be stuck on the Tech 9 due to the Hero AK in the previous. Strong opening towards the B bomb site for Vitality. All 5 players here. Nobody headed towards Fountain.
Just going through Monster at Siren. Stopping Apex. flameZ will get the same result this time on Flame. So Vitality limping to the deaths right now as they try and get out, but ropz might just relieve them of their pain. He's got himself a second. Here comes mezii, needs the other, and Vitality have found a way again. So Zorte, yes, farmed them in the last round when they were on the weaker guns, but now has to do it in the gun round. Now that grenade is good. It softens ZywOo up, but it might not matter much against the AWP. Well, let's see if Zorte can pull this one off. Around the corner he goes. Looking for the rifle instead, the AK-47. Now the low HP really matters. Steps into the open, needs a quick one, and nearly gets back to ZywOo. But Vitality somehow prevail from that. After losing double members coming through the monster tunnel, they still get through from short.
Yeah, that was a really grimy execute. Both of them just going blow for blow, trading kills. Vitality kind of playing BetBoom's game in that round where there's no finesse to it whatsoever. It's just brute force, making sure the trade kills. But again, another round where BetBoom do so good at the start, right? First 2 kills, you're sitting in a 5-on-3 at that point. ropz steps up, is able to grab you 2, and then activate mezii around the corner. Snatches that round away from a strong BetBoom defense. ropz once again going to have pressure put on him early.
Yeah, well, Siren just running down. He's blind, completely blinded. So ropz will take that kill, no issue. And this time, getting away. So Vitality get a clean opening. It's been a while since we've seen that.
Yeah, and low health on ropz, so he just grabs the Galil. He's going to just play very, very far back. Lurk watching for pushes. He'll be covering the back, the flank of the team as they progress.
Well, magnojez still in advanced position. A little bit of an unpredictable angle. But flameZ predicted it pretty easily, so he's just very, very ready for that position. He made that look so easy, didn't he?
There was a time that position was really, really strong.
But not as much these days.
No, it's kind of been, that's an angle that everyone clears now. Because if you don't assume it's going to be covered, you're just in trouble if someone's there. No real chance of a reaction. So lovely job coming through the smoke as well. Great flashbang. This round won by teamwork and utility. Apex activated ropz with the flash to get the opening kill towards short on a blind opponent. Now again to crack into the A bomb site. Completely blind defender with no chance.
All plan comes in from mezii, front of the dice box. Here goes ropz around the back. boomich about to get an easy kill on ropz. He just strolls on in. But the round's already dead in favor of Vitality. It's up 7-3 now. Oh, boomich hiding just behind the tree. Him spotted him. Oh. Trying to spam away. And now ZywOo going back over towards Zorte, who's making quite a lot of steps on the stairs, trying to use utility to keep ZywOo back, but they've gone to backtrack and remove boomich first. Zorte gets away with the AWP.
Yep, he'll survive. At least we have that going for us. You can drop a weapon over if BetBoom want to invest here. They'd be shoving their chips all in round 11. I think more likely a small buy and save up for the final round of the half. potentially even a timeout just to talk through the financial situation. Yeah, nice and easy. MagnaJets doesn't even get a chance to react. Yeah, shaking your head. It's just too fast. Round 11 is underway. And BetBoom do shove all in. Around the AWP of Zorte. M4, FAMAS, MP9, and 5-7. It's a fast play towards the B bomb site through Monster.
Yeah, right through, and flameZ gets one, Siren the other, but the trades are even. And now MagnaJet is trying to rotate down through connector. Rops takes a while to get it, but still finds success on the Mac-10. Now 2v3 for BetBoom to try and recover.
Yeah, I don't think it was nearly as much of a knockout blow that Vitality wanted, so they know the rotation is going to be here. You're looking at a flameZ with 25 HP, Rops with 32, and they just want to move around the map. They don't want to attack head-on into this defense that they know someone surely slid over in support, if not both. So going to exploit the fact that this map is absolutely huge as they rotate all the way back towards long. Rops doesn't have any significant utility. It'd be great if he had like a smoke, a Molotov, a grenade to chuck things out, but this flashbang might do the trick with Zorte and Boomich already here. A little bit sensitive. You can tell they're hoping and praying, so this might just be enough to seal the belief that the B bomb site will be the finish.
There's the plant from flameZ, puts it down on the dice box. And slipping away into the night to save the AWP and FAMAS again.
Trying to find an AK-47. Really anything but the FAMAS. You would love to take.
Better? Yeah. Some util.
All right, 8-3. Vitality showing their prowess on the map.
Yeah, they're back.
Yeah, this was, again, we said we understood that this was probably going to be the likely outcome. Just wanted to see what BetBoom was going to bring to the table after the impressive run on Anubis, but this has just been all Vitality. All the answers, all the rebuttals. There was a 3-round stretch from BetBoom. They won their 3 rounds in a streak. But outside of that one little window, they've just been absolutely run ragged on this map.
Well, checking in with the B stream. We got Pain versus Foot currently ongoing. That's on that second map. Also, Overpass.
Ooh. Great day for Overpass fans.
Yeah.
Timeout taken from BetBoom, their second. You can tell it's important they want to get this 4th round. Any kind of breathing room, any kind of space to operate with in the second half to have a little bit of forgiveness of the mistakes that'll come for a difficult T-side. Stepped into this map, and Vitality, a hard reset after Anubis as they started to come alive towards the tail end, but not enough to make and complete the comeback. But that late game version of Vitality showed up at the start of Overpass and just showed they're multiple steps ahead on this map than BetBoom. Round 12, final round of the first half is underway. We've got an AWP in the hands of ZywOo, AWP still in the hands of Zorte. He's had that quite a bit, he's managed to save it a number of times. It seems in great sequences of it, but Vitality with this kind of more punchy, tradey style into bomb sites sort of neutralized the ability of the AWP to have impact at the start of rounds.
Well, they're trying to get it involved early, so they're going to boost Zorte up so he can look down into water. It's not going to detect anybody from Vitality heading that way because they just aren't. They're going to be accelerating up through long instead. So you got Apex and flameZ moving as a pack, as a unit all the way up, and look how much space they've got already. How far do they take this before MagnaJet decides to have a look?
I think all the way. I don't think he's going to consider it. I mean, they haven't really exploited on this pacing.
Here he comes into the peak, and now there's 2 players right in front of his face. Can he handle it? No. Does a good amount of damage, but can't get a kill. Now flameZ and Khan, a great position here to cut off rotations.
It's so hard to deal with this. It's so hard to deal with this if you're BetBoom, because 2 players being that deep at long is usually a signal that that's like a finishing, like, oh, timing hit, you know, like it's coming at the A bomb site, so the players at B move a little bit quicker. But it's only been 2 guys who backed away, and the rest of Vitality is waiting for your reaction.
Yeah, just want to rotate fast, try and get those reinforcements up to the site, but you've now got Zorte and Boomich. How often have we had Zorte and Boomich in a 2v5 or a 2v4? You know, these 2 players always in some impossible situation. Looking likely it's going to be 9-3 here for Vitality at the half. This time, they won't be saving their weapons. They have to go for it. So flying into the sky, final execution on the B side, but they go before the smoke pop, so they've actually given them a chance.
Yeah, it's a really nice find to get just at this point of them stepping into the bomb site. mezii looking for the flank. No one's going to be home. If they boost up here, that'll be the indication that mezii can face forward, and they do get the boosts.
Yeah, Zai was just ready for it, and he gets damage off onto the second play, which allows Apex to get the finishing nade. It's a 9-3 lead for Team Vitality. They lose Anubis, but they're bouncing back in a big way here on Overpass.
And all them blue lights keep me up at night, follow you to the north. I know all them blue lights keep me up at night. I'm gonna follow this spark. Paved roads to my door, had to leave my home before. I know we must go on. Shadows in my mind, who knows what we will find. I know we must go on. Tell me everything that goes on into your mind. Tell me everything that goes on into your mind.
Welcome back to the Intel Extreme Masters Atlanta 2026. We've got Vitality, we've got BetBoom. BetBoom, one map up in the series, but we now go to Vitality's map pick, where they are now in full control and looking likely we're going to see Nuke in the next few minutes, Jason.
Yeah, different Vitality than what we saw on the first map, right? No quiet starts, no slow starts, everyone chiming in. Saw the engine starting to get cranking up and running in that first half. 9-3 lead, and they get to switch to the defensive side of Overpass. So let's see what BetBoom brings to the table. Not a whole lot of mistakes, not a whole lot of runway to work with. All 5 players towards the B bomb site. Looks like a rush.
Yeah, real quick pistol coming at them. Can ZywOo handle it? Jewel Berettas are out. He's got mezii trying to take some of that attention away. He will be successful. ZywOo so rapid on the trigger, gets another one. Zorte holding on, but that Glock has done some work. It's kept him in this pistol. flameZ needs to get involved as well. He's actually long-range burst into the headshot. Flame suddenly has to win it alone, and flameZ has picked it up. When have you seen a Glock burst at that range? That is incredible. Well done from flameZ, and that's the pistol round for BetBoom.
I wonder if that was intentional.
I see more like a panic.
He accidentally clicked the burst fire?
I think so.
Dang.
But
I mean, maybe he did turn it on, thinking the next time was going to be close, then realized he had to take the one at range. Nope, that's an accident.
the double burst as well.
Works. All right. Yeah, we'll take that, Grin.
Yeah, he's happy about that.
Piss around for BetBoom. All right, get in, started on the right foot at least, and don't have to be worrying about like the desperate attempt to convert the second just to stay alive in the map. So a little bit of breathing room for BetBoom.
Pistol round loss likely to be the death sentence immediately. Winning it opens up a conversation. Vitality have got a bye, so you got MP9s, 5.7s, and a Deagle in the hands of ZywOo. So this round still has a lot of threat involved in it. You've got ZywOo taking initial contact. flameZ turned into the wall to dodge any flashbangs that would come his way. But it's just the one from flameZ, traded out by flameZ, who does take a lot of damage. So he's down to 30 HP.
Thankfully, no scout in play. Probably don't realize it yet. Zorte is going to find the kill on Apex. Lovely shot. Seen ZywOo's Deagle do some nasty things on Anubis in that first map, so they're going to be cautious going up and trying to scale against it. ZywOo just smokes off long defensively.
Well, in the same vein, the Rops 5.7 can be a deadly force, so best to flank him when you can. And magnajez comes through with that Mac-10. Rops fell. Now 30 seconds left. We've got ZywOo rotating back up to the A side. He's been all over the show. 25 seconds. Could be a real nuisance because he blocks that smoke and creates some vision for himself to watch them come in from long.
And extinguishes the Molotov.
All right, what can ZywOo do about this? Well, his teammate goes down, and ZywOo is getting away with it, and then finally taken down by magnajez, just running him down with the Mac-10.
Yeah, only so many bullets of those Mac-10s into the smoke are going to miss. So ZywOo falls with only the one kill. Well done from BetBoom converting round number 2. It's going to be much easier time here. Unarmored USPs for the most part. Deagle and 5.7 picked up.
I love how ZywOo was holding that angle on the bin for so long. mezZ runs up, instantly takes a headshot.
Yeah, yeah. Bullet meant for ZywOo hits mezZ. I'm sure mezZ loves that one too.
Well, we've got Mac-10 for Siren. Everybody else on a rifle here for BetBoom.
So Siren probably be a little bit aggressive. He's playing short right now to guard against any pushes. flameZ, magnajez, and Zorte taking control of bathrooms. It's only Rops who's playing Divider at the moment, and they're scaling pretty quickly.
And magnajez spotting out Rops. We'll clear him out inside of Khan. And we've now into the Divider, rather. And we've got Siren holding down water. Mac-10 cleaning up both as flameZ and mezZ step into their death. Now ZywOo and Apex, both with Deagles, but both out of position.
Yeah. Smokes are in place. It's going to be a 6th round for BetBoom, so they're now within 3. Very, very quickly within striking distance.
Yeah, staying in it.
They were sharp on their T side on Anubis. They played a lot of the trade game. Yumi kind of described it a little bit more grouped up, not really leaving too many lurkers all over the map. They're more about kind of trading and just kind of hitting you in the face when they pull the trigger on the execute.
Well, ZywOo dealt with. Apex will grab a Deagle headshot before going to the grave himself. And the high fives in. As Vitality ready themselves for the first full buy round of the second half. You're going to get the AWP out here for ZywOo. Everybody else going to be on the rifles.
It's going to be a really good first glimpse of what the BetBoom T side can do when the guns are out and what they're going to look like. So I'm curious to see. I feel like this is going to be a good sense of whether this it's going to be possible for them to close the gap even further and eventually take this map and maybe steal this series. But I want to see what kind of a round they're going to be running here, what they look like when they attack into the bomb sites. It's a huge map, not like Anubis where you kind of get a lot of freedom and safety to kind of scale to the different choke points. Now you got to work a large map before you're able to knock on the door.
nade over the top. Siren losing most of his health there.
Nice little trick from Apex.
Siren fortunate to not be spammed down for the rest. But just taking the time here, BetBoom. Get some early positioning towards water, let the AWP search for anybody jumping from formation. And now you can start to scale up slightly more towards Divider.
Yeah, it looks like because magnetJet's got this position, because they have Zorte watching for short, they feel like they have a decent amount of control to start scaling bathrooms towards the A-bomb site with some safety. ZywOo's here at an angle with the AWP. Utility coming in, so he backs off. Rop slides up into a corner.
And ZywOo back to strengthen the defense here again.
Apex spotting long throughout all this.
Going to be a tough attack here for BetBoom. 35 seconds left. You got to come into a setup that involves ZywOo taking first contact. It's collateral damage, but no kill. Now Rops, you've got softened up opponents right in front of you. Only manages the one. But ZywOo off the dice box. And Flamma's gone. Apex out. Boomich dead. Bomb spills. Headshot from the AWP. And now Zorte left a long way away. 15 seconds. No chance of winning the round once again. That old familiar position here for Zorte of having to save the AWP into the next one. But this time, Vitality go up to double figures.
It's just hard. Vitality playing for their strengths. Smoking off the front of bathrooms, re-smoking it as well as the clock starting to run low. So BetBoom have to execute despite its smoke. So because of that, they all get funneled, you know, up sidewalking right into ZywOo's AWP. Exactly where the best player is positioned, ready to take a fight. And then you have to kind of scramble and chaotically try and execute into the bomb site while he's taking kills. And you've got Rops pushed up, so defense from Vitality just absolutely perfect in this round, and ZywOo manages everything, even helping out over at long to take a player away. Everyone's blind, so Boomich is alone with low HP, and then they come in late, and it's easy picking for ZywOo. Double digits for Vitality, 4-round lead. It's about the best defense you could hope for to attack into. Only 2 players. The other 3 in support are very far away.
Yeah, flameZ AK in behind barrel, spraying away. Can't do much about it. Flames also gone. So a nice hit here from BetBoom into the site. Both Vitality players who were in this position down and out, and you have no other option. Just how quick that was to save your weapons elsewhere.
Yeah, save call. Look at how close the kills were, though. 1 HP on Boomich, 9 on flameZ. I mean, those 2 kills from flameZ and flameZ, and all of a sudden this could be a different round.
But BetBoom staying in it.
It's a little sloppy on the kills. Or on the fights. The lack of kills. Gonna cut that lead down to 3, but plenty of money for the Vitality side, especially with ZywOo keeping the AWP in his hands as well. But first gun round on the board in this second half for BetBoom. And they keep it close. They keep themselves within striking distance.
Yeah, if they had a little bit extra money left over, you can maybe spare a few players to go hunt down these Vitality players and get rid of these weapons, but you just don't have that luxury at this point in the half if you're BetBoom. You got to prioritize your own money first. And yes, the gap now, 3 rounds. Oh, wholesome little keycap there.
Cool little keycaps.
Yeah.
So flashbangs come in, make it a little of an awkward fight, but the MAC-10 wins out at the end of the day. Ooh, the double dink there in that spray. Boomich with good support as the trade attempt comes in, and we go live into round 18. Still money behind this buy from Vitality, but they had to spend a lot to drop some M4s over to teammates.
Again, early positioning towards water here for BetBoom.
Good piece of information. Flash for Rops to peek. He sees nobody at playgrounds, nobody at fountains. Immediately, ZywOo and Apex back off. Apex going to completely evacuate over to the B bomb site. Not under attack just yet, but pressure being applied by BetBoom. Deep angle for Zorte's AWP and a lot of time to peer in and see if anyone's going to make the mistake of wandering out into the open.
Just trying to get information to see how many players are down in the water. You know, usually throughout a half of Overpass, you see Vitality throwing a few aggressive looks towards short. It's been much more passive, a willingness to play back on the bomb site. And it's worked out for the opening kill this time. So flameZ claims the life. of MagnaJez. Now 35 seconds left. The final B attack is coming in. mezZ gets a second. flameZ actually blind, but regains his vision just in time to silence both flameZ and Siren. And it's Zorte again, just left alone.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird round, I think, for BetBoom, where I mean Vitality just had an easy time reading it. There was no pressure. Remember, Rops takes that peek out towards long, sees nothing. So never was there any presence established towards bathrooms, towards fountain, towards playgrounds. No one had to be concerned. So Apex is able to come over, and then you're just kind of going through the motions, hitting the details, double nading a spot that T's normally play, being prepared, flash peeking, getting aggressive at the point of attack because you have players to send forward because of the over rotation. And Vitality just way too strong in that one. 11-7. BetBoom's attack falls flat. They got money to replenish and try again.
mezZ does really well here. And flameZ just about getting that second
You see how it's them taking the initiative. It's mezZ peeking with the flashbang, getting a kill, spotting 2 more, and then flameZ slides over into the same position. They run the same exact play, and you just never actually get to run the tactic if you're BetBoom because the fights are going on at the choke points.
Oh my goodness, protection from the flames. They'll stand here at short. And this is one of those aggressive short plays I just mentioned in the last round, right? The fact that we usually see a couple of these throughout the half where you activate flames, you get him aggressive, but now it's coming in and that nade's going to land on top of Siren. Keeps him on 2 HP, but flameZ is actually just going to move in, and they come in at the right time because it's surprising, but flameZ able to get the kill regardless. Now the pressure's on boomich, he can't get a thing, and flameZ does so much work from short, but finally he's gone. But Zorte, he's had enough of sitting back and not being involved in these rounds, but the unfortunate thing is Apex just walks up and blindsides him, and he's gone, and now you got a Rops line coming in.
Yeah, Rops heard the footsteps, although equally it sounds like MagnaJez, you heard a sound cue from Rops as well. And he wants to keep this AK-47, so he says, nope, I'm good.
Well, that's map point for Team Vitality.
Map point for Team Vitality. They got 5 chances to close it out. BetBoom had 6 back on Anubis. It took them all 6. Unfortunately for them, I think in this round win 12-7, there's no money left for a buy in the next one, really. Zorte's got 3,900. MagnaJez needs to keep this AK if he wants to drop a gun over. So an extended save coming in as a very important weapon for round 20 to try and bring forward. But the B bomb site is closed, and I think BetBoom felt on their initial attack towards the A bomb site, they felt their own discomfort with how they were going to handle it and the protocols and getting around the way Vitality's going to defend it. So now you have an extreme issue for BetBoom where nothing on the map is really successful for you to attack into, to play for.
Counter-terrorists win. A lot more in control now for Team Vitality. Nuke winning as a 3rd and final map here. This flameZ doing some great work off short. He's put in a couple of awkward situations throughout that Apex. Moving forward at just the right time, reclaiming that position.
And this is the buy to try and keep your hopes alive on Overpass. 3 Tech 9s, an AK, and an AWP on Zorte.
Yeah, not great. Not great at all. Doesn't fill you full of confidence. Now you got Rops pushed up. ZywOo's waiting for that slide boost. Not detecting any heads for the time being.
He's actually looking for everything.
Yeah, he really is. Scanning every possible position they could be in right now.
It's all on a timing, too.
And there we go. Gets the information. Zorte actually took Rops away, but ZywOo to trade.
And he's backed off after that. So a little bit of ground for BetBoom to step into. But look at the defense of the B bomb side. flameZ and mezZ just kind of backing off to play it more passively, playing towards graffiti. So flameZ can cheat a rotation. mezZ can play the B side safe if they readdress and reconvene on the other side of the map. Bolster the defense towards this A bomb site where Vitality sense the final push coming.
Oh, nice work. Zorte dropping ZywOo, but Apex up next. Good trade from boomich. Needs another one, but Flame steps up. And just every time you get through a Vitality play, there's another one right there.
It's the cheat of the rotation. It's the knowledge Vitality have that they're a step ahead. They know what's coming. Reading this very, very well. Good fight from flameZ as well. Doing it when in the upper can't trade, but he's going to step forward next.
Yeah, speaking of a step ahead, Zorte reads the play. He goes back in again. mezZ's up next. Oh, this could be Zorte going for the quad kill to keep his team on the map. But flameZ could end it here and now. MagnusJet's timing favors him as flameZ just swivels his head in the wrong direction. And another round of play here, thanks to Zorte.
Yeah, triple kill with the AWP. Really nice performance from Zorte. Tough scenario as well. They hadn't had a whole lot of success towards the A bomb site. This time they find it. Clever little boost to jump onto the head, and ZywOo had no time to react. 1 for 1 at Apex in that position without an AWP far back taking attention. Really hard to multi-kill from that position. So BetBoom keep it alive. 4 rounds they need to force overtime. And they've almost got themselves to breaking the economy of Vitality. They almost got themselves to a bit of reprieve. 2 MP9s in this round. Everyone's very low on cash for the Vitality side.
Here's the push from flameZ. Here's the aggression from Team Vitality. It's worked out. flameZ gets the opening kill. Siren dead. Now Zorte, can he find the response towards party? You've got boomich right beside you, and this time there's no contact from Vitality towards bathrooms because they went heavier towards water. So you've just got ropz over here on his own. He doesn't have any team play just yet, but Apex is now rotating.
He's also in a really crazy position. Good flash. Oh, it's perfect. That shuts him down. Triple from ropz.
Yeah, great flashbang as well from Apex to assist in that, and that will close it. You may take them on Anubis, but surely you will not deny them here on Overpass. flameZ has fought on a little bit longer, but Apex is moving in. Wrapping it around the back. But flameZ has actually got a little bit further than you might expect, but ZywOo now has the angle, ready for the close. Overpass is over. It falls in favor of Vitality, a 13-8 in response to losing Anubis. This series will be settled on Nuke.
On these maps is just way different, way escalated. They're going to be very strong here on Nuke, and BetBoom got to be looking at the CT side of Nuke and saying, we need to start hot, we need to get out to a huge lead in this opening half, we need to ride this defense to the victory and be as suffocating as humanly possible against this Vitality attack. Deciding map, Nuke set to begin. Pistol round is live. Vitality attacking into BetBoom's defense. No one eliminated in this game. It's the upper semifinals of Group A. The loser will drop down to face FaZe in the lower bracket.
And the winner will go on to play against the winner of Pain versus Foot for a spot in the semifinals. We got ropz, who is 70 HP for initial damage being taken, and right now settling into things, getting ready for what is going to be a heavy attack in towards the A bomb side. Vitality dropping ropz into the vent, but the rest of the players flooding out of the hut into the fight against Siren, who does well against Apex, couldn't quite match the output of flameZ, and then ropz comes back up and makes sure that that surprise is there for boomich.
It was like ropz just faked the vent drop.
Yeah.
So that, maybe the call came out, kind of made BetBoom hesitate on the rotation, so support a little bit late coming in. 3 Vitality players inside the bomb site, so good luck for the Heaven players getting out here.
Well, they try. Well, they are stopped by ZywOo. It's now just Zorte left. He'll play towards the door. He'll give it a good go against ropz, and he does win that fight. Turns back and was ready for the next engagement with flameZ. But some energy being brought to the table here by Apex. Happy about this pistol win for Vitality.
Yeah, and had to have been pleased. Had to have had a very positive chat after map number 2 with the way they bounced back, the way they look like a completely different team from Anubis to Overpass. And now get the comfort of Nuke coming in. So off the back of this strong pistol round victory, Apex hyping the guys up. Second round investment for BetBoom. It's going to be a scout on Zorte, upgraded pistols, MP9 on Siren. Plenty of utility, but looking to steal this right back out of the Vitality's hands.
Yeah, still a great chance to be potent in this round if you're BetBoom, but let's see if they can get something going. You really look to Zorte on the scout to maybe get some tags here, soften them up so these pistols can become a lot more deadly. And he's searching outside. He's just not getting opportunities just yet. But those smokes won't last forever.
Yeah, I mean, Vitality happy to deploy those smokes, see if there's going to be any breaks, see if you're gonna bait out any kind of utility whatsoever. Nothing really comes from it. Another salvo of utility outside. Flashbang takes Zorte's attention away, jumping in the air over the top of the box. AK keeping him pinned down, and now the MAC-10 is scaled up close, and Zorte's got to keep falling back deeper and deeper into CT spawn.
Well, it does open up the fight against flameZ, but he wins it on the deagle. Apex is there to make sure there's a trade available. He goes back again, but this time Magnajez will find success on the 5-7, and his reward is a Galil.
Actually huge. They never expected the second player being there. Way to tuck in and make yourself a small target for Magnajez. Find your kill a little bit later. Out in the open is Zorte. That's the equalizing kill. Now into a 3-on-3, and you still have Rops lurking over in lobby. Waiting to see exactly how ZywOo and mezZ want to play out this round.
Well, 35 seconds is not a huge amount of time to play out the round if you have Vitality. Gonna start climbing up heaven and going for a finishing move towards the A site.
And Rops is telling them at the moment that nobody's pushed into lobby yet from the CT side, so likely still defenders inside the bomb site. That's why Vitality's taking this slow and being very, very careful.
2 players at Tetris, both Boomish and Siren, so they could both fall very quickly. A lineup available. mezZ going to descend down into the site, runs it forward. He's got some protection, but that protection from ZywOo comes a little bit late.
Done.
The responses are in, but yeah, not enough time to get the plant down. 1 second in it. Magnajez just needs to stay alive, and that's exactly what he does. So smiles on the faces of BetBoom. They've won it on the time, and they will answer back after losing the pistol.
Yeah, I think, I mean, it's hard, right? Like you mentioned, they had plenty of time to get in and get the bomb plant. What the time wasn't allowing them to do is clear everything out and make sure everyone was safe and make sure all the angles were empty so that no one was going to stop the bomb plant. Unfortunately, that's just the timing of ZywOo turning away, where he's like, okay, well, I need to actually check and make sure nobody's following us up heaven. I need to make sure our back is covered, and that's the swing out hut. So frustration immediately for Vitality. They can't convert the second round, and now the pistol round victory kind of falls by the wayside, especially with this double up. Make it a triple up.
I can't believe that Magnajez gets away with that one. Apex just firing over the top of main. Magnajez had just enough bullets to deal with him as well. It's questionable whether or not he would with the A1S. Rops and mezZ now in a position where they just can't do anything. So BetBoom, yeah, it sucks to lose the pistol round, but it almost feels better to win the second round and convert it.
This is kind of like step one of this map, like accomplished, right? Is don't let Vitality get out to that hot start. Don't let them like rack up rounds. Don't let them get to like a safety net of like 4 or 5 T rounds before you're able to respond. They respond immediately in round 2. So absolutely perfect that you're keeping Vitality on the back foot and putting them in a situation where they're gonna have to grind out gun rounds on the T side of Nuke to be able to put rounds on the board. Smoke is gonna take away the ramp room option.
Well, 35 seconds. And they're just wetting the smoke out. Play on the fade of it, give themselves a chance to take down flameZ, and they will. Rops looking for a second. It's pistol on pistol right now. Yeah. Rops just has the better one.
A very gentlemanly challenge, wasn't it?
It was.
Like, you know what? Let's go. Let's do it toe-to-toe.
Very dignified.
Yeah. I like that.
Now, the unfortunate part for Rops is Boomic is down here. And I guess in a way, that's almost mercy because he kills him before the time. Rops gets some money and is now on equal standing with his teammates.
Well, yeah, a few extra from the kills, but 2-1, and this round shouldn't have any significant investment from the Vitality side. Magnajez handles this perfectly. First player tagged up, which makes the conversion in the second kill nice and easy. Apex, yeah, got the jump in terms of the fight, but half of it was spent with him in the air, so not accurate with the Tech 9. And an easy closeout for BetBoom. Doesn't make it any less frustrating. 2-1 on the scoreboard. ZywOo's got a hero AK-47. Rops has passed that over with his cash flow. So they'll see what ZywOo can do to limit the economic growth of BetBoom.
Always a threat when ZywOo has the AK out. But this is a round where BetBoom can really start to stabilize the money. flameZ going to be tested and put under a good amount of pressure. And he will just drop immediately with the utility to help him. He will fall all the way back into the depths of the B-bomb site. Now, he has got some help. Boomic is with him. And they can use utility to block out that ramp.
So you have ramp room. Where do you go from here? Especially without a whole lot of resources to make any progress elsewhere. And BetBoom's playing this perfectly. Like, no reason to challenge them in ramp room. Let them have it. There's not a bomb site over here. Sink back into the site if you're flameZ down low. No one's dropped to support you either. But that can come quickly. It's all on ZywOo. This opening kill needs to be his.
Running in towards flameZ. He'll clear 2 out from the back of the site. He'll go again, and he's really handled this very easily. ZywOo's got to fight on so many fronts, and flameZ gets him as well. So a great round from flameZ, picking everybody up. And he's all on his own down there with all the pressure. And he makes sure that he makes it look quite easy.
Yeah, nice easy round with unarmored opponents coming right at him. So 3-1, but now the guns come back out for Vitality. Now they get to get into things. Apex has passed his AK-47 over to Rops, who dropped his previously for ZywOo, so Apex going to be stuck on a pistol. No ops in play, Tech 9 for the leader. Galil on ZywOo, but plenty of utility to run the round. How much can BetBoom extend a lead before Vitality start fighting back?
I like the attitude they're bringing as well. magnetjez confident to try and push up and get in the face of the outside players here for Vitality.
Talked about that in Anubis quite a bit. It felt like it was one of the things that gave him so many rounds, was that up in your face, not afraid to take a fight and be disruptive to Vitality.
Apex going to be taken down. Here comes the rest of the attack out towards the A site. Good turn from Rops, but magnetjez came back to heaven at just the right time. And now flameZ all on his own. Very low HP. Now BetBoom with another. How many can flameZ take down with him? That's the question. None. magnetjez out from heaven. Great round from him. That's a 3K. He's 7-1 at the moment. And smiles on the faces here at BetBoom as they know they're off to a great start.
That's an absolutely awesome round for magnetjez. Like, what a rotation to get there at that exact moment. You know, like, the kills are coming out, his teammate goes down, and this is just when he swings. First kill here. Lovely one over towards Hut, able to clean up some weakened kills, and flameZ with low HP tucked down, but they come so quick, there's no chance of a reaction, of a response from Vitality. Beautiful sequence with the AK-47, 4-1, now a 3-round lead.
Well, pistols it is for Vitality. They head outside. magnetjez is on a heater right now. He's loving it. The start is fantastic. How many can he rack up? I'm going to try and disrupt even the outside wall, but it will work out for Vitality. The smokes will be put in place. The breakage of the smoke. magnetjez can do no wrong at the moment.
Even got blinded by his teammate's flash. Okay, a little bit of danger though. Apex stepping in. They got to be ready, and they will. Zorte and Boomich all providing kills. No progress, no success for Vitality. They're stuffed yet again. It's 5-1, a 4-round lead.
Yeah, step it out into the open. Zorte's got that kill, no problem on Rops. And do we see Vitality call a timeout soon? That's the question. I mean, they have one right now ahead of this gun round.
Yeah, they're going to grab it here, have a little conversation. Pistol round victory, but 5 in a row now for BetBoom in response. Vitality can't get anything going, and it all starts with outside, where Vitality is usually very efficient, very strong. At the moment, that's where BetBoom is stuffing these rounds. Stopping outside progression, preventing themselves from having to deal with the mini wraps, from having to deal with the plays down secret whatsoever, taking these kills around red box, and there's really no leverage Vitality is able to create without that control outside. This has been awesome so far from BetBoom. A timeout so Xtaz can try and kind of revert that scenario. 5 AKs now for the T side, full utility. magnetjez 9-1 so far here on Nuke. flameZ as well, 7-3. Those two guys putting in a shift to open up this map.
Well, starting to play at secret's always good here for BetBoom. It's flameZ over there with the AK. And he's going to see a couple of heads now showing. Okay, they're really getting away with everything right now. That's after a timeout. Team Vitality have lost 2 players instantly at the start of the round, and immediately their initial plan is thrown out the window, and you've got to improvise.
Again, you stuff outside, and now look, you get a readdress towards lobby. Rops under pressure. They're going to fall back, though. Zorte sticks in with an angle with the AWP. Rops going to slide over towards Squeak Door. flameZ's outside very far back. flameZ has the bomb alone down in secret. He can't really push too far before his teammates get into a position to assist. 3 versus 5. Vitality still looking for a solution to get out of this problem. And the whole defense is backed off to play it passively with such an advantage in the round.
Apart from this one position, right? You've got Zorta, who's still somewhat aggressive towards Hut. So Rob strolls into the crosshair, and he dies. So now you're down to just two players. At least a nice tap from flameZ towards Heaven, but what can you do with it with 25 seconds? It's the time is the obvious problem right now as well for Vitality. They just don't have enough of it to get anywhere.
Yeah, this is going to end up being a save. I mean, there's no progression to anything for flameZ and the bomb. He's kind of been stuck on an island when his two teammates went down outside. He really had nowhere to go after the fact.
I mean, you just posed the question or posed the statement at the start of this about the fact that Vitality have to be stopped. You can't let them get a good start. Maybe we can flip that the other way, you know, to stop BetBoom from getting a good start, because we've seen it over on Anubis. They just went on an absolute tear when they got going, and now it's the same here on Nuke.
Yeah, well, Vitality clawed it back on Anubis. That was the one conversation we had too, is like, you know, there is going to be that moment where Vitality punches back. Like, we know it's coming. It's a matter of when, and it's a matter of how much of an advantage can you gain while they're frustrated and angry and stressed out. And I'll tell you what, BetBoom is really applying a lot of pressure to him.
Yeah, they really are.
And they've made Vitality look frustrated in a way that we haven't seen many teams able to do. So this is really cool look for BetBoom.
They've also kept them in a tough money situation, right? They haven't had the AWP out. They haven't had clean buys consistently.
They haven't been able to play a full round. Every time they get to red box, every time they try and cross the secret, it's like you're playing 3v5. So it was Apex. That's part of the issue, I think, for his frustration at Deathslam is he's not getting to call 5-on-5 rounds with any kind of map control.
Well, that's going to only add to the frustration. He dies outside alone now. His teammates are funneled into a almost desperate play towards the ramp, and they're just getting destroyed.
Dude, it might be over.
Destroyed. Literally just destroyed. And Cywu stuck alone. Reminder, Vitality won the first round. They won the pistol.
They did win the pistol.
And everything else is beaten. BetBoom. You need a moment here for Vitality, like a clutch or a big individual step up. Just kind of get some energy back in them. Cywu can so often provide that, but BetBoom know what they're up against and not going to let him get any of those opportunities, and that's going to be a 7-1 lead.
I think this is also a situation where being like there's almost like a certain benefit to being the underdog, because I mentioned at the start of the series, like for BetBoom stepping into this game, you're fully 100% focused. You're like, let's test it. We have a big test for ourselves. It's the best team in the world, greatest team of all time, best player in the world is on the team, best IGL, best entry fragger. Everyone's here, best lurker. Let's see how we can stand up to him. Let's see if we can test it. So locked in and focused is BetBoom. That hasn't slipped at all since round 1 on the opening map. Vitality, they're the team scrambling for answers right now, down by 6.
It's been such a long time since you've seen this BetBoom squad at a Tier 1 event. Now they're leading the way versus the world #1. They win this, and they're into the playoffs. They come from the qualifier.
8 maps of Nuke for Vitality in the last 3 months. 7-1 record, a lone loss to the Falcons.
Old Siren hearing the steps coming at him. Boomich has got him protected. Everybody is absolutely tearing it up right now on the server. flameZ and Boomich having a field day. Apex can't get out. Vitality getting utterly destroyed by BetBoom.
Yeah, I mean, BetBoom doesn't look like they're concerned about anything. In this 8-round run that we've seen out of BetBoom, there has been 0 bomb plants for Vitality. They're not getting anywhere close to the bomb site. Last 3 rounds, actually, excuse me, I'll just do the last 4 rounds of play. Only 3 defenders have died in 4 rounds of play. Money is growing. 15,000 on Zorte heading into this next round. 12,000 on Boomich. They're just so rich. And it's impossible now for Vitality to break this economy and have an easier couple of rounds to close the gap. Everything has got to be on nightmare mode. And Vitality's been beaten, it feels, outside so many times that it's almost like, you know what? Let's not even bring numbers here. Maybe Apex. Like, there's no point because we're just getting wrecked. We're losing way too much outside. There's no value for us here. So this smoke wall outside is just a fake, a ruse. And Vitality's going to line up utility for the upper bomb site. Not a lot of time yet left to pull this off as the smokes fade outside, and just now, BetBoom has cleared things off. Boomich sees nothing there. It's on Siren in the defense.
He's up on top, elevated, sprays away, gets both. flameZ dead in their tracks. It's now just Apex left, and it's the same story over and over again, round after round. It's BetBoom shutting Vitality down, not letting them near the site. A 9-1 lead, pure domination, Vitality out of money. And this is just going to continue.
Where do you go now if you're Vitality? You've gone outside round after round. You've gotten blown up round after round. You're losing 2 players every time you commit, more than 1 guy to that part of the map. You tried to go ramp room with some numbers a while back. You met Zorte with an AWP, picks you off. You've been able to take ramp room, but never been able to get a clean look into the lower bomb site. Now you've hit a couple upper bomb site execs, and you've been shut down emphatically by this BetBoom defense. So what do you do if you're Vitality? A lot to be discussed during a very short timeout.
Yeah, well, BetBoom are outside of the top 20. Now, they're the 21st team, but ranked number 21 in the world. Team Vitality, number 1. And right now, BetBoom looking to deliver them a loss and head into the playoffs ahead of Vitality. And BetBoom haven't been to an S-tier event since the Blast Austin Major.
Yeah, no invite here. They had to earn it. They had to work for it. Winning the Atlanta qualifier, the IEM Atlanta qualifier back in early February. Earning their berth here. And now capitalizing on it.
Well, it's Tech 9s for Vitality. They leave some money for the next. Apex has been trying to get across safely. Feels like the entire half. Finally, he's made it towards Secret Stairs. But it's in a round with pistols. And he's made it sound cute.
I don't think he's gonna care so much if they hear him in that position. In fact, I think he kind of want them to hear him in that position to hopefully get some rotation. Zorte under pressure, op. Oh, he's between 2 mines. Oh, he's let him get way too close. I think he just lost the plot a little bit in this round. So now it looks over towards Boomich and magnajez as they drop down vents. Apex is going to be alert, but these guys have to deliver.
And he's given an op to ZywOo as well in that mistake. Boomich trying to challenge him, moving forward with the AK. Look at the ground. I love this reposition.
What a reposition.
This is sick from Boomich. Oh, they might just all run on by. Boomich, what a play! Perfect from Boomich. Rops has come to say hi. The Tech 9 to the headshot. Then the AWP is out. Can Rops get a clutch? Going out into the double doors. It's Siren waiting. The no-scope won't land. And Boomich has won this with a great reposition into the darkness. And Vitality, it is despair. A single round so far in the half.
Yeah, that's going to be something I look back when they do the VOD review of this half of this map and look at the inability to punish Boomich moving out of that bomb site. Molotov in play. ZywOo's op. He was looking towards the right side of Silo. Due to Boomich's Molotov, nobody could look at the left side, and he's able to slide into the dark. Lovely, lovely round from Boomich and BetBoom. What a half they're putting together. That might have been the closest Vitality's been to a bomb site since the first round.
That really tells you everything. Status is watching on. You're not probably shocked at how Vitality are playing at the moment. Like shot coming through for Zorte in 4v4. Zorte just backed off in time. He's got himself out from that kill in Apex. Again, like nothing can go wrong for BetBoom right now.
Yeah. This is a disgusting sequence of events. Apex can't get a clean look. What a shot from Zorte. What a round so far. 2 kills for him. He's legged flameZ as well, who softened up for the late stages. Rops has some ground towards Secret and towards vents. I don't know if BetBoom realized this, but if magnajez tries to get down vents quickly to the lower bomb site, he's pretty much dead. Siren's moving himself downstairs. flameZ joining him, but they need to get someone inside the bomb site. Door's about to open. Siren's going to be in no man's land.
There's the fight and flameZ to take him away, and flameZ will fall. It's now a 2v2. Can Vitality get a second round here? It's still up for grabs for BetBoom. That's the scary part. You've got Zorte coming in from ramp, but flameZ denies that. And now just magnajez, a 13-1 half so far for magnajez. But this will be a very tough task, this 1v2. Has got a chance to separate them into 1v1s, though. Up first will be flameZ. What a great headshot in the second round, but BetBoom in pole position to close this one out and go into the playoffs. Can Vitality come back? Team Vitality have only taken 2 losses in 2026, both to Falcons, but now BetBoom are in a position to add themselves to that very short list.
Well, there's never going to be an end to the challenges against Vitality. Sure, you got a 10-2 lead coming off the CT side of Nuke, but cast your mind just 9 days ago to the Blast Fort Worth, the Blast Rivals Finals Championship against Na'Vi. Na'Vi took an 11-1 lead out of the CT side of Nuke, switched sides. Vitality brought it all the way back in overtime and ended up winning that map in stunning fashion. So we know it's possible. We know it's there. So do BetBoom. It's all about closing this out as quickly and efficiently as possible. And boy, would a pistol round go a long way.
Such an important pistol. And ZywOo missing shots to kick things off. He sees how many targets are here. He just can't get anything. And now the pressure's on Apex. He's gone. ZywOo only manages one. flameZ and Siren. Really important work as they swarm the Vitality players towards heaven. It's now just Rops and mezZ. Can they pull off a 2v4? Otherwise, it's BetBoom up to 11-2.
Yeah, you got to hit tab and identify Rops still alive. You got to be very cautious. Siren spotted him out now. I think ZywOo played that round with like an airsoft gun. I don't think he had bullets in that one.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just continuing, isn't it? Magnachaz in the sky, mezZ taken down. from heaven, the angel will fall with the wings to the headshot, and now 11-2. BetBoom are so close to making this happen.
You know, on some level, it's like, if this is what you need to beat Vitality, if this is what teams everything going your way, you almost just got to take it as Vitality and say, fair enough. Completely obliterated. I don't know if I've ever seen Vitality made to look this pedestrian.
Yeah. Vitality have won 5 S-tier events this year, and BetBoom haven't even been to an S-tier event. So this is crazy to see. MP7 out, Galil's out, BetBoom in pursuit of series points. Deagle's 5-7s is what Vitality have to play with.
Cross towards Secret. 2 players waiting. Rops and flameZ.
Yeah, 5-7 in play. It's going to be Rops as Deagle that connects the first kill, but flameZ has been traded out.
Do they still want to progress through Secret? Zorte's coming in late as the smoke walls faded. So spotted by Apex on the cross. 4-on-4, the player away from the action for BetBoom is Siren, just keeping eyes on lobby for any kind of push, any kind of aggression. He's seen nothing yet. It's not any kind of significant warning system, but Apex will be able to relay the information that someone's stepping in towards Mini to attack the upper bomb site. There's just not going to be a lot of time to react if you're those bomb site defenders.
30 seconds on the clock. Apex getting 1. You've got to have another one. Step up here at Zywood going forward. Siren's out of there. Messi's Deagle breaks them apart. And now just Boomich left. 1v2. Rops chases him down. Vitality stop them from getting to series points.
Okay, there we go. There's that little shine. There's that force buy win, the low economy win that we know Vitality is going to bring out. If you're Boomich and you're BetBoom, you're just going to say, all right, guys, we got to take that one on the chin. Let's not be concerned about it. No conversation. Look towards the next. Lovely job just being able to find ways to whittle down the player counts. Beautiful shots from flameZ inside the site with the Deagle. Vitality have their third, now 8 rounds back. BetBoom 2 away from securing the playoffs at IEM Atlanta. And a very rare series victory over Vitality.
Jazz on red. Trying to spot Zywood crossing behind the credit card. He will make it across without perishing. flameZ' turret stepping in towards main. He's got the Tech 9 out. flameZ going to be smoked. But he'll still hold his position, but the block is in. Siren. Silent inside of the smoke. Right beside each other.
This kill is everything.
It really is, and it's not looking good for flameZ. He has moved, anticipating the fit of the smoke, and then flameZ wins it. And now they come out towards the site. The rest of the shutdowns there. Vitality clean it up. They don't lose a single player.
All right, that was tense as that smoke faded. Nice one from flameZ, and then the cleanup inside the bomb site. Des talked a lot about that, how powerful flameZ is inside the site, how well he delivers for Vitality. We're going to have to see that a number of times throughout this half. So Vitality survive. Converting the second round after losing the pistol, just like BetBoom did to them. And now building on that with the follow-up round victory to secure the economic advantage and a little bit of relief against Glocks.
Money can get in a really good spot here for Vitality very quickly. I play stand up last round. Good chance to do it again here. It's really the win condition for them is to make sure you have a buy to fall back on. Rops doing some damage onto 2 players. Not going to finish them off though.
Apex is thirsty.
Sure is. Grenade's going to go back towards him. There we go. That's more like it. That's a perfect UK nade.
Yeah, sure. That's a perfect cam for it as well. Doing a backflip, getting style points.
Picking up flameZ, dropping down to the door, and swiveling around. So 5 players stay up for Vitality.
Apex was just letting mezZ get the glory, you know?
Sure.
Round 17. Guns gonna come back out for BetBoom. Apex looking down the line for Vitality's defense as they figure out how they want to play this one. Starting to slowly creep back into this, but still quite a ways away. 6 rounds back, Vitality.
Yeah, got a lot of money now built up off of that, and some smiles in their faces too for Vitality. Obviously, the first couple of steps in a very long road back into the game. But that's how it starts. We've seen it before, and a fast play for BetBoom, charging out. It's mezZ handling the pace very well. mezZ getting away with 2, a lot of damage onto a 3rd player. And the grenade gonna go up into the sky from Apex, trying to catch one out, but it's Zorte dropped to 13 HP. BetBoom have populated the upper bomb site here, and flameZ is in towards CT vent as that bomb plant will come through. robs gets the kill onto the planter very quickly after those, so it's all crumbling down here for BetBoom. They've managed to squeeze a bomb plant out of it, but nothing else.
Yeah, that's actually a victory. They didn't invest everything. There's a couple players picked up enough weapons to have the force to crack in, to break down that defense to at least get the bomb plant. So this next investment for BetBoom is going to be very, very strong. Decent amount of money built up. Problem is, with a round like that, where you've kind of like come in and not invested in the AK-47s, not even able to take down more than 2, you've also given Vitality a great chance to grow some money. So this CT side economy, much like BetBoom's in the first half, is very, very strong, very, very quickly. For T-side of Nuke, we talk about like the benefit is sometimes when you get the CT side of that breaking point, take away some resources, take away a couple of their toys and their gadgets. T-side can get much easier, but BetBoom's not going to have that for a number of rounds. This is the big one, though. ZywOo's brought out the AWP. Zorte has his on the T side as well. flameZ, Zorte, and magnajez to work outside together.
Breaking of the smoke, and magnajez makes it down the secret stairway. So at least got a player in a good position early on into the round. Zorte. Okay, that's the opening, but he steps into the open and ZywOo dies, so trades in from Zorte. mezZ again, more impact from mezZ.
Look at the reposition as well to dodge the nade damage that came in. Zorte's got that wide angle in towards Mini, but nobody from Vitality's exposed. Hunkered out inside the upper bomb site is mezZ and flameZ. Rop's now pushing up radio to get a stance in lobby, and Apex is safe downstairs. BetBoom's not going to get any easy looks for the rest of this round. 55 seconds left for them to piece it together.
Just stepping out, flameZ. Oh, he's under pressure, but he's got mezZ to alleviate it, helping him out for the back of CT vent, and we're starting to see that team play come online for Team Vitality, and we're starting to see mezZ really step up and show his might. Oh, it's starting to get very, very scary now for BetBoom. 11-7. You'd imagine a timeout soon, and there it is.
For how frustrated and panicked we saw Vitality looking in the first half, they must have just had an incredible meditation at halftime. They come in calm, smiling, still composed, and now that you're starting to get this streak rolling for Vitality, starting to look very, very confident. 5 rounds in a row after losing the pistol in this second half to gain some semblance of control. I mean, it's weird. I say some semblance. It's like they're controlling the game right now. They're just so far back that, you know, you can't really say they're in control of the game quite yet.
I mean, it probably helps, definitely helps in that halftime talk when you have already come back from an even greater deficit just a week ago, right? So,
True.
Vitality doing it again. So the timeout for BetBoom has resulted in them not throwing all their money in, so they're going to go for a more conservative approach. They do fully invest on magnajez. He goes to the hero AK. But everybody else is on a Tech 9, and they'll leave a little bit of money over.
Remember, too, with how well they played in the first half, we kind of didn't bring this up too much, but this is a T-side that you're going to try and call and operate and win against Vitality while you're playing with the stand-ins. You know, CT side Nuke, you kind of shoved him over towards ramp room, let him do his thing. He can drop down if needed. Doesn't have to have like a list of protocols. T-side, much, much more complicated.
Well, at least because the first half went so well for them, they've got all the timeouts available in this half. They've used one of them now. 2 left. Apex going to play over to a secret. ZywOo, timing's not too far off there. Oh, here goes Apex. He goes up, magnajez with that hero AK, able to open up here for BetBoom.
Okay, well now you're going to try and split it up. Rops, oh, catches the flash full in the face. ZywOo can't pick up the pieces. Lower bomb site in trouble.
So it's got to be a 3v5 recovery here for Vitality. And look at flameZ having to worry about so many positions. He goes out, fights, gets a single kill. So it's got to be ZywOo and flameZ to win this. ZywOo's got a kill on flameZ.
You can go for this. You have tons of money. You can go for this round as Vitality, as flameZ and ZywOo.
Oh, but flameZ really being the hero right now. He had a great first half. They give him the trust to pull out the AK, and he's made it work. Inside event now with the AWP. flameZ so far off winning this one. Timing. flameZ just gets in behind cover. flameZ out into the site, into the open. Gets the one, nearly flicks back, but flameZ has got the headshot. BetBoom have series points.
Small celebration from flameZ there. I think that's just the release of the pressure of saying, all right, we got the 12. Now we don't have to worry about, losing this map whatsoever in regulation. We just got to worry about winning one of the next 5 rounds. Lovely opening provided. ropz eats the flashbang. flameZ, he can't do more than just 1 kill. And from that point, Vitality is scrambling. 12-7, round 20. Alt back for ZywOo. ropz juggling an AWP over towards ramp room so he can switch out to an M4 if called upon.
Door open. ZywOo on the hunt. Not able to connect. And the fire making that fallback difficult. But flameZ will help him.
Love that play from ZywOo, though. This year, we've seen him get so much more assertive when he's needed to make a play to get his team back into games. He tries it again here, but negated. Held back.
flameZ got dinked by Apex just outside there, so he's going to be left on 16 HP. All right, damage dished out to both sides, but no kill yet.
Feels like Vitality was sensing an upper hit after spotting 2 deep in towards door. Or deep in towards lobby. Shifted ZywOo and flameZ playing pretty close together. Apex and Mini. .47 seconds on the clock. No decisions yet from BetBoom. Another smoke dropped at Squeak door. Zorte is going to work outside with the op. It's ZywOo on the other side of the equation.
ZywOo wins it out this time. Now ropz, secondary op, gets a kill. Now he's under pressure. Pulls out the 5-7. They're getting close. They're ready to drop on him. But ropz has the op out, hits another one. And ropz, can he handle it all? He's got the 5-7 out. One more for him. flameZ charges in. And Vitality hold on. 4 players up, and much better this time from ropz. He was feeling happy about that, frustrated about the last round getting caught by the flash, but this time stepping up in a big way.
Oh, that's a great sequence. Just dropping back to every single position, grabbing one more with the AWP, retreating battle, picking him off as they progress and try and scale into him. And the 5-7 for those grimy close-range fights. Easy one from ZywOo. I thought with this ramp play, Zorte might play it passive and maybe look to just punish anyone trying to rotate through secret, flank through secret. But peeking into the op, ZywOo just has so many angles he gets to play, and Zorte doesn't know which one. Round 21 is live. Money's starting to get bruised for the BetBoom attack.
Siren got into the vent. What can he do with this? Gonna cross outside. ZywOo again. Same opener, this time again on Zorte.
With this position that Siren... Oh.
Okay, you can't get past now. ZywOo making you pay the heavy tax.
I think miscommunicating which smokes they were trying to have thrown. The first one very deep, second one more shallow, so ZywOo could see over one but not the other. Absolutely wrecked.
Oh, breaking the window so that flameZ can get out without making noise. Then he steps on the metal. ropz is not ready for the push.
Oh my God, the timing is unbelievable.
This is insane. He gets forward. flameZ is going to be so shocked about it, but flameZ goes back to try and make up for it. Eventually gets the trade kill, but it's going to be a 2v4, a retake for Vitality, trying to stay alive here, trying to keep this comeback going, but the Tech-9 in the vent. Siren steps up. flameZ with the AK, and the only player that can change it is ZywOo, and he's missed the smoke onto the bomb, but he can't do it anyway. flameZ with the headshot, and it took a team rising from Tier 2 to topple Vitality. It's BetBoom's first Tier 1 event since the Austin Major last year, but they have joined the list of only Falcons in being the team that has defeated Vitality in a series in 2026.